Hello, everybody. It is May 4th. Welcome back to the 4th level of the Ground Level Podcast, the official podcast of UGS. What is wrong with you? Why are you laughing?
You stumbled through that a little bit.
I mix it up every week.
Okay.
I know to go over certain aspects of the
It's
podcast.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. I'm sorry.
Is that really the 4th?
Oh, it is.
Let's
May
go.
the 4th,
May
yeah.
the 4th be with you.
My name is UGS Amethyst. I hate Star Wars. So-
All right, that's something there.
We start now.
We're UGS manly guy. You can call me Chuck.
We're?
No,
Did you say we are?
I'm UGS Bushi, and I hate Zach.
Oh. that's
I'm
yeah,
Steven.
yeah,
Call
okay,
me
that's
Tom.
fair.
we out here, huh? We're already
Yo.
shooting shots.
All right.
What if that?
So-
What if Bushi really hates me though, and that was just his slick way?
That's
of
just my way of
That
saying
was
it.
Yeah.
Just like
We all hate each
You
other,
like
obviously.
it's so awkward because you're like the one person on the table that doesn't like any of the like most like you're like the hipster of the table.
he is the hipster. He hates the hate.
I
Like,
hate. I'm
You
sorry.
just hate only to hate.
I'm sorry. I do.
You
I
hate
just-
good things only to hate it.
No, I don't. I
think
just don't
was
end up
the
liking
hater.
it.
I thought I was the fucking hater, bro. I really thought I was.
All right, so you guys already know we always start with the weekly roundups. We're gonna start with Ignition because there's no more raid for a little
Yeah.
bit.
For a little while.
Unfortunately.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
So this week, I don't believe we
It
had
could
a
be long
stream
while, but we don't
for
Yeah, we did not
Ignite.
have stream this
Yeah,
week.
no
No
stream for
stream.
Ignite. So I believe it had how many? 96
90
players.
But it was parentheses 91, so there may have been buys or something like that. so they
Where you see
had-
parentheses 91?
Oh wait, it was like before you clicked on it.
It's fine.
Oh, that's fine. So 91 players total. It probably had like 5 buys or something like that. We have Ned taking first place. Ned's just gonna dominate the
course.
scene for a while. Earl beating Panda, which is huge because Panda beat Earl last week and also beat me. God damn it, Panda! Stop being so good. Apparently, he went all Isabel too.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's gained a lot of faith for Isabel. He's been tweeting about her a lot too. So
That's good.
Ed Boy, I believe is from
Yeah, it's
Wisconsin.
from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Ridley
Free.
player.
Manly guy was
Oh.
talking
Free.
trash about him.
You were talking
on-
trash about him, but a 96-man weekly is
I don't
stacked
care.
when he got
I don't
fourth.
fucking care.
Damn.
Prove yourself against me.
There's
I suck ass. You lost convincingly to me.
Well, which means he lost to Earl.
Yes, he lost
He lost to Earl because Earl came from loser's side because him and Panda Bear and Ned played in winners finals. I know
Ed
that.
Boy, Ed Boy. If you're playing another character other than Ridley, I respect you. But if you're still playing your Ridley, get out of
He's still playing Ridley.
here. Get out of
His
here.
Ridley's not bad.
What are those?
Played him online.
What are those eBay ads? What? It's like, what is
At the
that?
bottom.
That's like,
Is
it's
that
like
Super
a,
Paper Mario?
it's like a Mario Party game, and then a girl in a dress, and then a Charizard card, and then
So what
girl
are you
in a-
looking
no,
up, man?
what
are you
is
looking up?
this?
This is
ain't-
not my
no,
computer.
It ain't me. It's just
I know, I know.
random.
those are the weirdest bunch
Just
of advertisements.
randomly
I'm just
Okay.
looking up dresses.
Anyway.
y'all.
Oh, I know what
Uh,
it was. I was looking up. So apparently, I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rose Duelist of the Roses,
I love that game.
and what I didn't know is I still had the original cards that came with the game.
Really?
Package.
Holy shit.
And I was looking up because Mike Edriel started geeking out, and he was like, "How much is he worth?" So we,
Yeah,
like,
that's
looked it
so
up.
cool.
That's
how
why
much,
all those
And
like
while he was
random
looking it up,
cards.
he
And
was
How
stuff
much are they
were-
worth?
Dresses.
Huh?
How much are they
By
worth?
the, like
fit
altogether,
his
it's
slim
like
body.
yeah, altogether it's like $35.
Oh, okay.
Is
So-
that a Vegeta sweater?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
That's nice. Big Mac, So Rule coming in 5th.
So Rule, I think he's done with school. That's why he was able to actually come out.
He always comes here and there to Ignites. He's like comes and goes. But school's almost done, so we expect to see him a lot more just in general. I know he used to go to Top Cut a lot as well. That's the first time he beat me. It was Smash 4.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who's this Ganon? And then he just bopped my Sheik, and I was like, all right, well, I'm out of the tournament at like 17th place. Yeah. Then we got Rin, who's made the comeback. He's been out of the scene for a little bit. He's been busy, so
Mhm.
Wait,
finally
who-
showing up.
Who's at RMU?
Oh,
Robert Morris
Ro-
University.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forget. He wears the sweater. He represents.
Okay.
They have an esports.
I was just
Yeah.
confused because I was like, wait, I know
They get,
Raid. I was like,
scholarships
what-
as well.
Raid RMU?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
I almost said who's Detail? I was like,
detail.
My favorite.
who is that? Who is
Detail out here, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Alright.
here.
Who do you think Detail plays?
I don't know.
Probably a snake man. All right. Then we're gonna just jump straight into Tri-Point because there wasn't really anything major this week going on without raid.
Wait, wasn't Popular?
Was there?
Oh,
Pokemon?
BTT.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I forgot about BTT.
Oh.
My bad.
We out here making mistakes.
There is no BTT.
Oh, they don't like us.
All right, so I guess Bushi was correct.
Is this BTT?
No way.
There's no way that's
PT1.
They wanted
It
to
says
say
Chicago.
This is BTT.
What? Okay.
I think they did this because they have a player. I think his name is Joker. It's Jester. He's been attending there for 2.5 years, never missed a single weekly.
What?
And yesterday or Thursday was gonna be the first weekly he ever missed. So Rickles did make a tweet saying that he was going to like, BTT's canceled. We're running a new event just for today.
No.
So-
that makes sense.
Oh.
So Jester doesn't miss a BTT.
Ain't
Okay.
that cute?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guarantee that's the reason
adorable.
why. Well, the only reason I know this is BTT because 8-Bit Man's rooming, or he's with Rickles at the moment. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
at his house and everything.
Congratulations!
Okay.
I didn't know those
Daddy.
two.
Called him Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone heard that joke.
So we got 8-Bit Man, the Invader, taking it all over Dan and Snoofle.
All right.
Then we got Archie, who's
And-
always been placing really well at BTT, regardless of how stacked it is.
Uh-huh.
So Hydra.
Tristan.
That name sounds familiar.
St. Louis. St.
Ah.
Louis.
Player.
Okay, so he started off as a Greninja player, played Bayonetta in Smash 4, and then he started off as playing Bayonetta in this game, then switched back to Greninja.
So he's a Greninja main this game.
I think so. I think he's only Greninja.
Yeah. We got
Mick,
Mike.
the
Mike.
president of UGS, coming in fifth.
No.
Back-
no, he's
Mike.
a Little Mac player.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then we got Hydra and Runaway. Runaway has been falling off. Like he still places well for the most part, but like when the middle of last season,
A lot of things. That's why.
huh?
He's focusing on a lot of things.
He's focusing on a lot of things. But he was placing really well, but now he's like barely making top 8s like he used to. So hopefully that once summer hits that he can like pick
Yeah, you can
things
probably
back up.
focus more.
Yeah.
Summer hits.
I'm also kind of sad that Hydra doesn't have his raid tag anymore.
He lost. Did all raid players
I don't
lose
think
it?
they did, because I know Prompto still has his.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I don't know if they just
I
put
mean,
it in wrong.
Well,
The
either
store's
that or
closed.
Hydra left.
Yeah, I know.
So
I don't
technically they don't have a
Technically,
sponsor.
they could just change themselves to low.
Yeah, they could just talk. They could just
Okay.
change it to locate.
Okay.
Yeah, just LK
all
or
of
LKT.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It could be something wrong with the
I don't
programming,
know. I think
or he
they.
could be sponsored.
I think maybe they just asked him like, "Do you still have the tag?" And he's like, "I don't know." He
Wow.
probably has no idea. So.
Probably no clue.
Hmm.
The best thing is that when there's complications like that, as a player, you need to
We
you
all
know,
know
communicate.
who he is still.
Yeah, we all know
That's
who
all
Hydra
that
is.
Yeah.
matters.
But as a player, you need to communicate with your sponsors and,
And the
like
TOs and all that.
yeah, especially because if you are still sponsored, you're not rocking that tag. What's the point of the sponsorship? So, all right. So after BTT, well, it's technically not
Then
B-
it was.
It's
Game
what
Works.
PT1,
Yeah.
Poplar, Timeline 1. All right, there you go. That's the name.
Go to GameWorks. I want
Pop-
us to be the
GameWorks?
last one.
All
Yeah,
right, we get top
GameWorks.
billing.
Yeah.
we get top billing. We get the most.
All right, so we got GameWorks yesterday.
Top players.
Supreme champion was Yeti. No surprise, to be
Okay.
honest.
Yeah.
I wish there was a stream because this would actually probably
There was
be
no
really cool to
stream?
watch. I don't think GameWorks has a stream
GameWorks does not have a stream yet. Yet.
yet.
I
Yeah,
think
they
they're
probably
working
will
on
be.
it.
Yeah, in time.
This
But
is the one that I really wanted to watch.
it only had how many players?
45.
45 players. So Yeti taking it all over Shoyo James and 8-Bit Man, which the biggest surprise to me is Shoyo James losing to Yeti because I've been
Yeah.
watching a lot of Shoyo James. His Crom is clean.
Yeah, I thought the Swordy was supposed to do well against
Mega Man.
But I
He
mean,
probably
went
wins Snake.
Yeah.
So Yeti, no slouch when it comes to projectile characters in general. So those are the top 3, and then we got Ducks, who I don't
From Michigan.
Michigan player.
Fox.
Oh, the Fox.
Oh,
player.
yeah,
Yeah,
Fox
teamed
Oh.
up. Teamed up with Raven King today in doubles, and they got third.
Oh yeah. They
Oh,
got
wow.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Midwest
Yeah, Arena. Yeah.
Shout out to Raven King. Then we got Archie, who just in general has just been
It's still
placing-
going on. We're
Yeah,
just
still
sitting
good.
here talking about it.
Mike, Little Mac player, placing well. Bok Choi is a Pac-Man player from St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Central Illinois, around the Green Valley area. That's what they call themselves, but it's like pretty much where Champaign is, you know.
The only reason I know who he is because I faced him at Midwest Mayhem Ultimate. So I faced him to make to face T. Yeah, and that's when
He's actually pretty good Pac-Man.
He didn't.
then
When I faced him, he
Shade.
did not know the Snake matchup, and it was so
Well, to be
obvious.
fair, yeah.
It was week 3, and then we got Shade, who plays top 8.
Yes.
Good Pichu player.
Yeah.
He's trying hard to really improve, so props to him. And then we got
The coup de grace.
top billing for UGS. I was gonna say UGSG.
We had
Oh
a
my
friendly-
god.
We had another friendly rivalry this week.
We did, and this time Raven King took it above me.
Yeah.
He came back from losers.
He did. He lost to Fanfu, and
Third-seeded.
It's because you were too busy
Yeah.
playing MK.
I was playing a lot of MK.
Yeah,
yesterday.
you were
But it's
playing
not
a
even
lot of
just
MK.
that. Last time me and Raven King faced each other in UGS Grand Finals, he said, "What do I need to work on?" I was like, "You need to play more campy." Like when I face Ryuga online, it's like he takes the lead and runs the entire time, and it's like Snake can't do anything in this matchup because you could just jump, right?
Yeah.
And like you jump past grenades, you know, if you understand grenades, you can just get past grenades pretty easily. And that's what Raven King was doing. So he studied me and the matchup really well, and he proved it. You know.
Good.
He also had the run back on Fanfu.
Yeah.
So props to Raven King, working hard to
Fucking Abe.
get first place. And then we got 4th place, Abe,
Hey,
the SD
Oh,
master,
fucking
but didn't
Abe.
SD too much yesterday.
No,
he's working on it.
Surprise, he's getting better.
Yeah, he's slightly working on it.
he's a prodigy, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
He's an SD project.
He's like
prodigy.
he's like A potential in MLB The Show. He's like 65 overall right now, but man, he's got that A potential, dude. He's gonna get there.
Well, let's hope. We'll see.
I think Prompto lost to Raven King.
Yep.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
I know Prompto was switching between both Robin and Snake this tournament.
He has
Yeah.
been for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because he wants to make kind of like the full transition to Snake eventually, and just keep like Robin as a super side character. It's like probably just for the Ditto.
Okay,
I mean,
let me
that's the
tell
best
like
thing you
this,
should
man.
do.
If like I faced a Snake, I was like, this is my Ganondorf. I was like, alright, this is supposed to be a free matchup. Let's see this.
Yeah. He was having a hard time. Have you faced my Snake in that?
Yeah, and I was like, alright, this is how you're supposed to play. I get it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, if
I just
do it,
Nikita in neutral, and you can't do nothing.
It's like, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's really hard for Ganon. Then we got PQ, getting 7th. Oh, I'm sorry,
Tane.
Tane.
from
Tane.
Springfield
Mhm.
using Soul Pichu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He plays Eunice too, so he's like he's been on the cusp of making top 8 a couple times, and this time
He actually made it.
He just decided to go for it today.
Yeah.
And then
so close to beating him.
And then we
Yeah,
got
and then we got
PQ.
PQ.
And who's Murder Saint?
Murder Saint. Oh my God. Okay, so Murder Saint, yeah, he's a relatively
he's that
old
Little
player,
Mac
Little
player.
Mac player.
Oh.
He had some nice clips that day, man.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one. Yeah, I can't remember who.
I'm like half the
Versus
other,
Kaiser
I'm
Blue.
Like half the other
He
brackets.
beat
the
Kaiser
KO.
Blue, and then he had that one match I think against Fanfu where he upbeat off the top and killed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was crazy cool. Oh my God.
Because it was like Fanfu was up, and then Murder Saint was bringing it back, and then Fanfu started playing smart for
And-
a second, and then Murder Saint was like, wait a second.
And then PQ
Big brain
yesterday too, with he was playing against who was he playing against? It was
Tane.
Pichu. Was it Tane?
Yeah.
He was playing against Tane the other day, and his Joker looked so good. He had a couple clips from that. I remember the big thing that happened was Pichu ended up using Thunder, and he was above him, so PQ countered, and then it popped PQ up because
Yeah.
it hit him with his own Thunder, and then he immediately back aired.
Oh.
It was crazy cool. Shout out to Private Quantum.
Yeah, his Joker's actually. I was playing a bunch of friendlies with him yesterday. His Joker's getting there. There's a couple like. The biggest thing I told him that he needs to work on is his patience, because he likes to just like go all in sometimes. So, he's getting there. I mean, getting 8th, getting 7th is still really good.
Yeah,
so,
that's good.
you know, and that's pretty much the weekly roundup
Yeah.
right there.
Well,
So
Fade getting
Yeah.
ninth, though.
Fade getting 9th. He lost to Murder
Hey,
Saint.
Yeah, Murder
Saris.
Saint out here.
Didn't who fought Saris?
Runaway.
Runaway.
Yeah.
Runaway beat Runaway. Yeah.
Yeah. He also, I think, who did he face in winners quarters? Saris. Did he face Fanfu, or was it Raven King?
Yeah, it was
It
Raven.
was Raven King. So the UGS team kill.
Yeah, we had a lot of UGS kill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got Unibrownies in 9th and Jabes in 9th. Oh, Jabes getting 9th is actually pretty cool though.
Unibody's losing to Private Quantum. I do remember like
Oh.
Private Quantum beat him. Like Private Quantum did not pop out. He was just like, oh yeah, thank you. And then Unibody's like, I was like,
So yeah, you should have seen like when I faced Unibrownies. Whatchamacallit, if you watch our set afterwards, he looked so disappointed when I 2-0'd him. He was so sad. Which to him, me and him used to be training partners in Smash 4 for a long time. When I was a Bayo main especially. To the point where he ended up hating playing me just in general. but he studied me hard. And then he beat me one day at a Poplar Creek Bowl. And then he stopped being my training partner after that because he thought he was better than me. I still love the dude. He's still the homie and everything. But so now after that win, I feel like there's something in the back of his head like I am better than Bushi, so I have to beat Bushi. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. So
what's the lifetime
Yeah,
count? Is like 1 versus like 3,000?
no. When near the end life cycle of us training, it was always super. It was getting close. Like I'd take games, he would take games and stuff
To
like
be
that.
fair, I beat your Captain Falcon one time, so I know I'm better than you.
Oh, yeah. With Jigglypuff. God dang it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the weekly roundup.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that's all Smash. Tell you what.
Yeah, so.
So I know we talked about MK last few podcasts, but I actually got the game,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Work.
I'm gonna say
So we're gonna play. No.
we're
That's
just
the
gonna
rest of
play
the
it.
podcast.
And so I'm just gonna keep it on the screen for now.
Mhm.
The game is amazing. Amazing. I am in love with this game.
So is single player just as bad as everyone says it is?
Story mode's not too bad. I enjoyed the story mode.
Love the pause.
I really did enjoy the story mode. It was like a good 8-hour campaign. It was like 4 hours of cutscenes. It was really good.
Oh, well, 8 hours not that crazy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Injustice 2 was actually longer. Injustice 2 campaign was like 5 hours of cutscenes and a lot more gameplay because you would fight a lot more. Mortal Kombat, it was like near the end, like the last like arc, things kind of sped up, and there was I had a lot of questions about like, yo, what happened to this character? Like they kind of just disappeared, and they never showed him again. So
Nothing. I was just moving the mic.
oh,
Like while looking at you, moving my mic.
Oh, that's fine. Something happened.
but
So I was like, what?
overall, I really did enjoy the story mode, but I'm just going crazy over the online. It's smooth.
Yeah,
It's really smooth.
That was my next question. How do you feel? Like, how does it?
I
How
had
does the gameplay? How's the weight feel? How does what is it?
So it's super neutral based compared to like MK9 and MK10. Like MK10 was like super quick. I mean, you could run and stuff like that. You can't run in this game. There is wave dashing in this game where you do like dash forward, block, and then forward block, forward block, forward block to keep moving forward. It's a super crazy tech. It's insanely hard to do just in general and takes a lot of practice. You don't see it too often because that's how hard it is. Not even some of the pros are utilizing it yet.
Sonic wants to do it.
Eventually he'll probably do it, but when I was watching him play recently, he didn't do it. What's going on?
He's just.
He's eating?
No, he's sultrily eating food right now. And it's
Oh, so it
even-
doesn't get in the
I
mic.
can eat- I can eat now.
The way he
Just,
looked
I'm
at
hungry.
it. The way he
Oh.
looked at it. Because like I looked over and he's like,
It was like I got caught. Have you? Okay. When you guys were younger, did you ever like when it was your bedtime or whatever, and you were supposed to go to bed? Did you ever like bring your DS with you, your Game Boy under the covers?
Every
and,
kid.
like,
Oh, hell
play?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
my parents would beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like when you open it, you close it, put it underneath the pillow.
They always were like, all right, you gotta be asleep because I was
had a
one of
great-
the hyper kids.
Yeah.
I got
yeah.
a great story about that.
Yeah.
So I did,
Yeah.
and it was bad for me to do so. And you wanna know why?
Why?
So, it was over the weekend. It was like a Friday night, and I did exactly that. And my parents came in the bed, and like I heard the door opening, so like I threw my Game Boy Color in my pillow case, and I pretended I was like asleep. Forgot it in there.
Oh.
So the next day, no, it's not what you're thinking.
Pillow fight.
The next day,
Oh.
That's like,
The next day.
I saw it.
I was
My
thinking
cousin-
washing
yeah,
machine.
my next day, my cousin comes over, and we back then we loved wrestling, so we were like doing all these wrestling moves and everything. And then of course, with being little kids, he grabs the chair,
Yeah.
and he swings, and he swung directly at my head. Game Boy went straight into my head, and I started bleeding.
Oh.
And I was like, I touched my head because I felt like, I felt air like there, and I was like, is this pain?
Mortal Kombat
What is
fatality.
this? It was a bad time. But yeah,
Fatality.
so I
Felt
just,
air.
I
See-
just thought it was a cute little story to
Yeah.
tell about the fact that I did that as a kid.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun playing games under the cover. Like I remember none of my stories result in bad trauma.
I mean, the worst I would used to do, because I used to be like obsessed with like RuneScape when it first came out and stuff like that. So I didn't have a laptop or anything, but we did have a desktop in the living room, and I would have to like sneak. I would sneak out from my room, which was right next to my parents' room, and then like when it came to typing, because that's how you communicate with typing. And we had my dad had a mechanical keyboard back then, and you know mechanical keyboards are loud, so the entire time I would be like. Super slow typing, and then my friends would be on and stuff like that, and it'd just be like, why do you
take
it's
so
so long
long
to respond? It's like I don't want them to wake up. I don't want to die.
I can't.
Yeah,
I will die.
yeah. My parents will kill me.
Full.
No, but getting back to MK, it's super neutral based. So if you like neutral, go for it.
Cool.
If you like that type of like
so
those
you
type
would
of
say
games,
if you had to give this game a reason to buy it, what would it be?
if you like gore, buy it. If you like neutral, buy it.
But Street Fighter 5 is also lots of neutral.
It is, to be fair. But there's a lot of issues that people have with Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
I enjoy Street Fighter 5. I like watching, I like playing it. But I was never a big Street Fighter fan to begin with. I just enjoy the game, right? So I don't know the other Street Fighter games. I went into Street Fighter 5. I was like, this is my first Street Fighter game. Like, obviously, I played the arcade games when I was a kid and stuff like that. But I never fell in love with Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 is what interests me the most because it was the newest game. So I played it. I enjoyed it. Not very good at it. But I have a good time watching, like, top 8s and stuff like that. I was really into Tekken as a kid and Mortal Kombat as a kid. So going back to kind of like my roots with MK11 just feels really good. So
Do you find it sluggish at all?
no,
I've had a couple people say that was a complaint of theirs that like it's not
fast
it's not
paced.
fast paced.
Mm-mm.
It's slow, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not sluggish.
It's
So the last because you brought it to TPS yesterday,
yeah.
and like when we were playing, I was like, it's a slow moving game, but it's definitely not sluggish.
It's because it's
some
neutral
people-
based, like you said.
Yeah,
It's
and some
neutral.
people find it very sluggish because of that.
Some people like those crazy combos, and if you want that, you got to play anime fighters. If you want like the
Killer
super
Instinct.
fast-paced neutral exchanges, you want 5 to 6 neutral exchanges in like 30 seconds, then you need to play Dragon Ball Fighters. You need to play Eunice. You need to play all these other anime fighters. But when it comes to 2D fighters like this, like Street Fighter, obviously it's not realistic because you're chopping people's heads off and stuff like that. But it's more grounded in reality than anime fighters for that reason.
That's still a
So-
funny sentence. I don't know. It's still more grounded in reality than the anime.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's
you
kind of
drive
like
them
Game
heads
of
off.
Thrones in that aspect. I mean, there's
Sure.
dragons and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's still grounded in reality more
Yeah.
than any other fantasy show. You know what I mean?
Was it? Is it?
It really
you need
is.
to watch the
I-
show.
I know,
You can't
but
judge it without
That's
watching.
why I'm just trying to.
It's
You
a
at
good
least
show.
watch the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. I was wondering.
It's a good show.
Oh, great show.
No
But
spoilers.
We only have 6
so
episodes.
unlike Injustice 2, which is a super slow game made by NetherRealms, like that is extremely sluggish because it's all zoning. Like every character has zoning potential. In this game, there is zoning in this game, but there's a lot of counterplay to it as well, right? So like a lot of moves you can just literally, a lot of projectile moves you can just duck underneath or jump over and stuff like that, right? Then there's some characters have the teleport commands and stuff like that. Like if you
Right.
throw out a projectile, it'll just hit you and I get a combo like
I'ma put
Scorpion. Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Hmm.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
I'm really enjoying it right now. I don't really have any complaints,
Give me
and
a
I'm using a
number.
top tier,
A.
8.5 or 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That number better be like you better stay on that number.
I'm probably gonna be stuck on this
I
number.
wanna. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
That's why I told him I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
So in like
Yeah.
a few months, I'm gonna be like, all right.
If I'm still playing it by then, we'll see.
Oh, you are? That's exactly what I
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Exactly
yeah.
my point.
Well, if this a game, do I see myself like continuously playing?
For now.
Yeah. Yes, I do see myself because I do want to get really good at this game, and I'm getting there slowly. I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff like that. I love Aaron Black. He's really cool. I used to love Scarlet, but then I realized she's not top tier enough for me, so I had to drop her real quick.
Dang.
So-
We have to drop Bay just because she ain't top tier.
If Sonya was Bae, then I would main her because she is top tier, but she's ugly. So and
Oh
She's
my.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Oh yeah.
she is Ronda. They literally call her Ronda.
Oh
So,
shit. Wait, hold
yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah, she is Ronda. Oh.
The voice
Yeah, we
actor is
did
Ronda
talk about
Rousey.
this,
Yeah.
but it was snapped
Thanos.
away.
Thanos came out of nowhere and was like, oh,
Thanos
what?
snapped our last episode.
I don't know. So they did have young Sonya, and young Sonya looks fine. I just hate her voice so much in this game. I hate Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She does the
for real?
voices
Yeah.
for all of Sonya's stuff. It's
In
her-
this game, yeah.
in
Does
this
she even try to like inflect her voice?
No, she doesn't change her voice in any way.
No, it's literally
It's
just
her.
Ronda Rousey.
It's just her voice.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen her speak or
You know,
like
what?
act
Yeah.
in any capacity, this is just
The only
her.
movie that I know I've seen her act
It'd
is
be like-
Expendables 3.
It'd be like as if The Rock, you know what I'm saying? When you watch Moana,
Yeah.
you can tell it's The Rock,
Yeah.
regardless of like how he tries to change like his voice and talk
He doesn't
more.
even try.
He's
Like,
not
a little
trying.
bit. He does a little bit. If you actually listen to it, he does try to like sound a little more
Yeah, but The
deeper.
Rock has
and, like-
charisma.
yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah.
It's
Ronda
just-
has
it's-
charisma,
It's like
but
it
it's
sounds
not-
like Ronda
It's
Rousey.
not the
It
same.
doesn't sound
It's
like
not like
Sonya
star
Blade.
quality charisma. It's more like
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you up charisma.
Wait,
Yeah.
what type of charisma does she have? She was just like,
Oh,
oh,
she-
yeah, I'm
And
a
she also
tough
cried her
bitch.
eyes out when she lost to
To
Holly Holm.
Holly Holm.
Yeah,
No, when
super
she
depressed.
When she lost to Amanda Nunes, though,
Yeah.
she was like, ah! Oh, man.
But yeah, again, back to the point. The few times I did listen while we were playing, and
Yeah.
someone picked Sonya, I was like, yeah, it's just Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah,
There's
especially
not-
like the opening dialogue
Yeah,
when she cares.
it's-
I'm just
it's
like,
silly.
Ronda, get out of my
It's so
game,
silly.
please.
So, like,
Here's my thing though. I think that her voice does fit Sonya. I'm gonna be. I
Oh,
think it
for
does.
for old Sonya, 100%. It's just old Sonya is ugly as hell.
What?
so-
She's like old.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not supposed to be.
I can't.
We
I can't play
We
Bay
can't all
character.
live in your perfect world,
Wait a
Bushi,
second, like-
where your
I have to
girls
pick
are
a top
10 out
tier.
of
Are you
10.
telling me you don't
vampires.
Huh? I only play top tier.
Yeah, you only play.
I only play top tier.
I play Puff, Bushi.
No.
Nah.
Sometimes,
He's talking about top tier women.
sometimes we
Yo,
just
if
gotta
there's a-
admit that we like the low tiers. All right.
Nah, I don't.
And
like
I don't
low
want to
tiers.
live in this universe, Bushi.
I
don't
literally
want to
hate
live
low
in
tiers.
this universe where everything has to be pristine and perfect. All right. If I want to play Sonya, I'll play Sonya.
Yeah,
all
you
right?
can.
She's
She's
top
top tier.
tier.
She's top tier.
Then what?
She's not Bay though. If I'm gonna pick, that's the thing.
She's not top tier Bay. That's what
Yeah, if let's say if it's Cassie Cage, if Cassie Cage was top tier, I'd probably main Cassie Cage.
he likes his women younger, man.
All right.
That's all I'm saying, man. I got to like.
young.
I would actually if
one we
Snake was
wanna
if
end on.
Snake was
I
bad.
didn't even recognize him. So you're just gonna keep going.
If
Younger
Snake
than
was bad,
60? Yeah, so do I. I also like them younger
If-
than
Wait,
60
what?
years
You don't,
old.
You don't like you.
No,
I'm gonna
Sonya's not
stop.
60.
I'm gonna stop you right here. There's no way I'm letting him continue that conversation. I know him too well to know that that's not gonna end well.
all right.
All right.
All right.
So-
So like if Snake wasn't top tier, right? I just love the MGS series too much. If Snake wasn't top tier, I'd be Apollo main. 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a boring character.
Yeah, but she's Bay, so that's the
She's
thing.
Bay. How?
Yeah, I love
What?
Palutine. Palutine is cool as hell.
Yeah, cool.
That's
Yeah,
a
she's
white-
very cool.
That's
Yeah.
a
Cool as
white
hell.
business then.
I can talk about waifus. Revy. Ooh, from Black
Oh yeah,
Lagoon.
you actually do have wife.
I do. I have a bunch of waifus.
said I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say Camilla. You don't know who that is, though.
Who's Camilla?
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem.
Oh, she.
I hate Fire Emblem.
No. He likes her because she's busty. That's all.
She very busted.
He
Very
he
busty.
likes his women as capital P's, man.
Look
they,
up.
They don't need any
Actually,
backside.
maybe not look up. Should you? Should
No,
I look up
nope.
Camilla?
No, you
Nope.
can find a lot of Rule
Yeah, you
34
can.
for that.
It's fine.
Yeah, look up Camilla.
What?
There's.
If,
it's
if
not.
you gotta turn safe search on, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah. Yep.
Camilla?
Wow.
That's her. There she is.
That's my favorite person. Fire
Oh
Emblem.
man.
Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. That's what you like.
That was great.
Yeah, that's fine.
Purple hair.
Oh.
Purple hair.
See,
Yeah.
okay, you
pretty
know,
fine.
yes, Sir Don, that's fine.
Oh my God. What the- Why?
Why not?
Because she's
Well,
a,
why?
She's a
Hello?
capital P.
She is a capital P.
She has no backside, dude.
That's like every anime character.
That's a problem.
No. See, I don't know.
I like my.
She
like
can get
Revy.
my capital P any day
Revy's
of the
the
week.
same
I'll
way.
put it like
Top
that.
heavy.
I like
Well,
my
Revy?
lower.
No,
I
she's
like,
not.
I like my lowercase B's, man.
She's more. You're stupid.
He's really dumb. Wait, wouldn't it be a D?
Lowercase d.
Lowercase D.
Lowercase D is this way.
No, that's a B.
Oh yeah, lowercase D. Yeah.
You like him to have a belly.
I was thinking I was
to
like
be
B.
pregnant.
I was
That's
like-
what you're telling us.
You know what, man?
You
Hey,
Bushi,
man.
you play Overwatch?
I did. for
Who's
a
your
while.
waifu in Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Really?
Who's your Overwatch
Really
wife?
doing this?
Yep.
It's
happening.
I need
It's
to look
happening.
at Overwatch.
I can tell you who mine is.
Oh no, it's what's her name? Sniper Girl.
Mine's Reinhardt.
Widowmaker?
Widowmaker. I love
Oh.
Widowmaker.
Reinhardt's my waifu.
That's fine.
Reinhardt?
Reinhardt's
Yeah, he's
my
Bay
wife.
as hell.
Sword
dude.
is not.
Bay as hell. My waifu in Mortal Kombat is Scarlet though.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if I have one in Mortal Kombat.
It's either,
I
it
don't-
has to be
I
Cassie
don't.
Cage or
I would have to
or
think about
Scarlet.
it.
I
Like
don't.
it's.
It's been a long time since I've actually looked at the cast, but right now I don't have a wife.
Yeah.
In MK.
Street Fighter.
Chun-Li.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Chun-Li's too
Come
bad.
on.
Oh, Mika. What the hell is your problem?
Mika?
Yeah.
I like Mika too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated how they nerfed her fucking her ultra special.
No, it was dumb.
It was awesome. No. I mean, when she was slapping her ass, and I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Her and the Shaker were like, yeah. And then they took it. I was like, you fucking suck, man.
It happens.
Let's go to Dashko, man.
Jade.
In MK,
Yeah.
Okay.
Jade.
he likes the dark skin.
I do. Yeah. Jade. I'm going Jade.
It's fine.
I was
She's
gonna say
okay.
Raven, and I was like, I don't think she.
The
I was thinking about the wrong characters.
What other-
I mean, like,
What other games are there?
oh, there's Eunice.
Wait,
but you
hold
guys don't
on.
know Eunice.
Oh, we already know what Bushi's are.
Hmm.
What about Smash for you guys? Who's your waifu in Smash?
I don't have waifus in general. It's hard.
I can't do that.
Okay, I don't either, but like. you
Smash
can-
is a family-friendly game. All right.
Oh,
Let's not
no.
disgrace a
okay,
game like
okay,
this.
Let me. Okay, we're really doing this fine for Smash. Okay, I'm gonna go through every single one of them.
Yeah, DK so hot.
No.
Inkling, no.
Whoa! You mean Kinkling though?
No.
Oh god.
No. But Zeros and Samus.
I
She's a
forgot about
capital
her.
P with a with a thigh gap, and I don't know if I like that. Capital P with the thigh gap.
That's
Well, honestly, God, the best looking character in Smash, which I'm super biased, is Bayonetta, just because I love Bayonetta.
Yeah,
so much.
Bayonetta.
No.
she's
She's
dressed
not
up
Bay,
in,
though.
She's dressed up.
But
in,
she's not top tier Bay. If she was top
She's
tier
not
player,
Bay.
She's
to
not
me.
Bay. I mean, she's dressed
You're
up in
crazy.
tight clothes, which I do like. But it's
Yeah,
like
but
nothing.
she's a witch and she's old.
And her legs are like fucking 6 feet long.
But that's my
themselves.
point.
It's
She's
like,
a witch and she's old. Like to me, that doesn't sound.
Like-
that doesn't scream Bay to me.
Peach and
Bay.
Daisy could be nice.
she doesn't look old.
Who?
Peach and Daisy could be nice.
Peach is nice.
Peach is good. Daisy, no.
What?
I don't.
Brunettes? Ooh.
I like brunettes.
She's an ugly brunette.
She's got a round, like a weird looking face.
There you go. Thank you.
No, she's got the fire. She got that spunk. I know. You know, if I had to say
If
who
someone-
gives the best dome, man, I know who would do it, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're talking about fictional characters.
Toadette.
I don't know
Exactly.
For someone who didn't have any waifus, you sure have gone the deepest into this conversation that anyone
That's
has.
true. Wait, then I'm thinking about it. Then if it's Rosalina,
Rosalina.
What's wrong with her?
she's a woman. I'm saying she's a woman.
Is she a woman? I thought she was like 12 years old.
no.
if she's not a,
She's
if
technically she
Let's
doesn't
see.
have an age.
How
'Cause she's
old
like
is Rosa? Oh God, can't spell. Rosalina. Let's see.
She's 2.
How old is she? She doesn't have an age.
oh no, they just said it's like 25, 24.
Late teens.
It doesn't. It's. I mean, it's all
Let's
speculation.
say hundreds and hundreds of years
No,
old.
go back.
Yeah,
Go back.
because she's like supposedly,
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
it
goddess.
says,
So.
it says
God, so-
25, 24.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
that's why I like.
Peach is
centuries.
24.
Rosalina is centuries old apparently.
And
Yeah.
Peach is 24. Peach and Mario are only 25.
Dude, Peach is
That's a
24,
lie.
same age. Let's go.
That's a lie.
I'm perfect.
That's Bay.
You know
Yeah,
what? I
she
think
is.
Oh wait, so we went through the names: CSS, Palutena, Bayonetta, Peach and Daisy, Rosalina. Is that all the?
Palutena.
I said that.
That's pretty much all of the.
Ivysaur.
Chic.
Oh,
Princess
Sheik.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Oh, Chic Zelda.
A lot of people love Zelda.
I
don't
like
see
I
it
like
this
her
game.
new design because she's actually happy.
Yeah, she's happier now, but I like the old design. I love
You
the
liked her
Twilight.
being a pretentious little like bitch.
I love Twilight
Wow.
Princess.
Twilight
She
Princess
looked
is a
like-
great.
she,
Yeah.
okay, she had that. She had that fire attitude, like bitch, get off me. Like even in her pose for Smash 4 was like,
How's that a bad thing?
I don't know. I didn't I'm not
Wow,
also into
you-
elves like long ears like that.
I guess.
That's
Yeah,
just also
fine.
not
You
my
have
thing.
fucked other elves to the point where you can make that.
I would have to
Cosplay,
honestly.
yeah.
I would have to
You-
honestly say it's between
Yeah.
Zelda. For me, if I had to choose, I had no other choice but to make a choice. I would have to say it's between Zelda and Palutena.
Peach.
Thank you.
Palutena's the only one that's actually
It's
thick.
100%.
She's the only one that's thick out of the
Yeah.
entire group. so I guess
100%
that's fine.
Peach.
Peach
So
is
if I
basic.
had to choose, it would be between Princess
100%
Zelda
Peach.
and Palutena.
I would say it's Daisy and maybe Rosalina. Even though she has no like people blowing her skirt up and you find nothing there.
What?
have you seen that? Have you seen that?
No, I was.
Yeah, it's
no.
like you blow up her skirt. There's like nothing there. Just
Oh.
the legs and just
Well then.
speak up.
Yeah, speak into a mic.
Here, come here.
What's up, Che? What's up, Che? We got a guest here.
You got Shay sitting in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was very young,
Into the mic.
is my face showing anywhere?
No,
Okay,
the back
so-
of your head, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was really young,
Oh,
like
yeah, now your eyes are.
probably around like
It's fine.
6 or 7, I would like go to the melee trophies and just like lift up, like turn Peach so I could see under her skirt.
Oh my
And
god.
that's when I knew I liked girls. Because I would do that with my little brother. I'd be like, look at this. And I'd just like, see, I'd be like, see.
This is great. This is great.
Yo, Melee's changing our lives for the better,
Yo.
one step at a
Bring
time.
back trophies.
Speaking of
We need it.
Melee, I know we're done talking about Smash for a little bit, but speaking of Melee, this week at TriPoint, Michael versus
Oh yeah, Michael got knocked
Oh
out.
really?
oh really, 7 games on Temple.
Yep.
Grand finals. And
What?
it was actually I was playing at the time, but out there playing right next to me, and I just hear screaming. The Melee
Yeah, it was
community was
hilarious.
loving it.
Let's go, Jank. Represent
Yeah.
Jank. Jank was the one.
He's kept playing on
It's the
Temple.
first time that anything interesting has happened in Melee since
For a
like
while.
since like 3 years.
Shots fired.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I
Even though
love
we had
Melee.
Project
I would
Slippy,
say not
Project
Melee.
Slippy
in
is
general,
You already
but
know.
Melee.
You already know my opinion on Melee.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
so
already-
it's okay to have wrong opinions. That's fine.
Yeah. We all have opinions, just some of them are worse than others.
Exactly. Man.
Let's talk about Big Boy Thanos.
Snapping
Yes, I
people.
finally watched it.
That was great.
Can I actually, because I didn't
Well,
ask you
let's
guys.
just say spoiler alert. Yada
Yeah,
yada.
spoiler
yada.
alert before anyone gets all.
We
Skip to here if you do not want to hear the spoiler.
or just put a timestamp.
I'm not doing that.
No, no timestamp. That's fine.
No timestamp.
No
I'll put a
timestamp.
timestamp most likely.
All right, we'll
Not-
put a timestamp. Just know
I'm
that
not
was
putting
spoilers.
no spoilers on there.
Mushroom stamp.
Yeah. So I actually want to ask your guys' thoughts first. How did you like it?
I loved it.
How did you like it?
Don't like superhero movies.
No, okay.
First hour was cool. Second hour slogged. Third hour was really cool. That's
Yeah,
what I
best
liked.
part. Best
Yep.
part is the last hour.
I don't know how to feel.
Probably that second hour killed you. That's what.
Yeah.
It was.
No,
it's the
I,
first- so-
I was intrigued throughout the entire movie, but something at the end, I don't know how to feel
Say it.
about
We can say it.
Well, I mean, something after Tony Stark died, just something changed inside of me. I was,
Oh,
just
you
like-
mean
I was
like-
enjoying, and I was like, damn, he died.
the main character died. I feel sad about it.
No, I wasn't sad. I knew
Wasn't
he was
sad?
going to die.
Okay.
Everyone knew he was gonna die.
Yeah, I knew he was going to die. It was just like the way they did it, kind of thing, kind of pissed me off more than anything.
See, so I think the reason why is, did you read the comics at all?
I know about the Thanos Snap comics. I've watched a bunch of videos about
Okay.
it.
So there's a bunch of the problem is that they tried to do comic book people justice
Mhm.
because they've been constantly bitching about this doesn't happen in the comics. So this movie they tried to fit literally almost everything that happens in the comics.
Professor Hulk and all that.
Professor Hulk.
This is the shit that happens in these movies that makes me not like superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like you go to the superhero movie and you're like you expect to have a good time with superheroes and then a bunch of fucking nerds come up and are like, but it's not like my comic. But
Yo, we play video
but-
games for a living. We're
but
all
it's not
nerds.
like my comic.
But- But my point is like I'm a comic book reader, but I've never hated on the movies because I understand that it's a completely different universe.
That's what I'm saying. Like I hate
But-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just that, but like you're gonna have to take liberties.
Mhm,
You can't do
exactly.
everything that they did in the comics.
And
So-
also, isn't it boring?
no, it's not.
I
Actually,
feel like
a
it'd
lot
be
of the
boring as fuck.
a lot of the comics have more interesting plots because they can do more. With
No,
it.
no, no, no.
You
I'm
understand
talking
me?
about if you wanted to go to the movies and just see the same thing that you
Oh,
already
no.
see in
It's
the
like with
comics.
it's like what we talked about a few weeks ago with like books and changing them into movies.
Yeah.
like it's the same thing.
See, I
a
feel
lot
like
of people who read the book just want to see the book translated on
I
into
feel like
film.
if I actually read Harry Potter before I saw the movies, I would hate the movies.
But
it's
a lot
just
of people
not
didn't.
Detailed.
A lot of people who read
It's
the
just
books
less
enjoyed
details.
enjoyed the films because they were following as close to the books as they possibly could,
Mhm.
and
Didn't
then they
like it.
ended up.
I just think it's
No, no, no.
weird.
I watched all 7.
I think it's
Yeah,
weird that people.
and he was one of the people that
Oh,
he said
yeah.
he enjoyed the books more.
Isn't
I
that why
never read
people
the
didn't
book.
like Iron Man 3?
I only read the first 2 books.
Iron Man
I haven't
3
watched
was,
the rest.
was
Yeah.
weird because they did a bait and switch on the final nail.
Yeah, and people hated it because it wasn't
also
in the.
because like they realized at the same time you can't have old man Chu type fucking villain nowadays. Like, could you imagine 2000 something?
Yeah, you got
No.
big hair. They got a cat or something? Well, I don't
Actually, yeah, I was at.
know.
Not with me. I'm not gonna answer that.
Anyway, so back to my point though, like the reason why, like I said, the reason why I think you didn't really enjoy it as much and you don't know how to feel about it is because you didn't realize that in the comics that they did that.
No, it's
Tony
not.
Stark takes control of the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics and defeats Thanos in one iteration.
Yeah.
Then it's Captain Marvel in another iteration, and then Professor Hulk does it too. So like,
Do you think if Captain Marvel was the one that took the glove, she would have survived?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they
she would have
wanted
survived,
it.
but the problem is no one wanted it.
Like,
Yeah,
That
I
would have
get
been
it.
that would have been
she
literally
just came out of fucking nowhere.
literally
No,
half
That's
the
something I
people-
didn't like as well.
Yeah, so half the people that were like, oh yeah, Captain Marvel's gonna come in and just destroy Thanos. They're like, yeah, but at the same time, like no one would have been satisfied with that.
Yeah, no one have been. It was cool to see her fight Thanos.
Yeah, it was
for a little
cool,
bit.
and
yeah.
then especially since they did the whole thing where like he hit her and it did nothing. Like,
yeah,
that was great. It was cute, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he takes the Power Stone in the other hand and then punches her again.
And she goes flying.
Yeah,
like,
because
goodbye.
that's the point. The point is that she
Yeah.
might be powerful, but she's not the most powerful being.
Well, you can't beat an Infinity Stone. You get punched by an Infinity
you
Stone.
can
You can beat
you can beat an
Stones.
Infinity Stone, and Wanda Maximoff is proof of that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
There's quite a few characters that can beat Infinity Stones.
Yeah, like Scarlet Witch, her being able to destroy Vision's stone in his head is proof that they
can be
could
destroyed.
beaten.
Wait, it
Can be
didn't-
destroyed.
Didn't what's his name? Mr. Fantastic's son. Didn't he also isn't he way stronger than all the Infinity Stones?
He's technically the strongest
character
in the
No, he's more
MCU.
like that.
Adam Warlock?
No,
What are you
no,
talking
no,
about?
no, no,
No.
We're talking comics at this
Yeah.
point, but
He's just-
it's Richard Reed's kid, basically.
Wow, okay.
He's fucking crazy. Just
In the
fuck-
comic?
No. You're thinking Professor X.
No, he's fucking crazy strong. That's what
Oh
I mean.
yeah, no. I thought you meant like the
No,
Professor
Professor
X's
X's
kid
son
is
actual-
he has what do you call it split personality disorder. Like they do a lot in the comics that, like I said, they're not.
Yeah.
gonna do.
Legion. That's the name.
Yeah,
of it.
Legion.
I fucking
Legion's
love
just
that
crazy,
show. It's a
but
good show.
he's great. But he's crazy. Like
Yeah.
my point is again,
Oh,
they were
sorry.
trying to. They were trying to appease a lot of the comic book readers by doing a lot of stuff from the comics. That's why a bunch of us, including myself, called some of the biggest things that happened towards the end.
Mm.
Like Captain giving up the shield to Sam Wilson.
I think I've read
Red
about that
Falcon.
for a long time. Yeah, that he was going to
he
become
does
Captain
that.
America.
What
He
is
does
that?
that in the comics.
What is that meme with his ass that's going around?
So
Captain-
in the movie, Tony Stark, they all travel back into the past, right?
Yeah.
And Tony Stark goes back to his tower after the original Avengers when they beat Loki, and he's like hiding, with Ant-Man on his shoulder, being small, and he looks through the thing and he's like, oh Cap, he's like, I don't know, man. Those pants aren't too flattering to yourself. and then Paul Rudd, he's like Ant-Man. He's like, listen, I think that's a great. He's like, Mr. Rogers, your ass looks great in those jeans. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
I died.
And everyone he was the best comic relief in that movie.
Yeah.
So like,
was
if
great.
you watch that movie, you're gonna enjoy his character a
Yeah.
lot because he's comic relief the whole
Ant-Man?
time.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Gonna be legit,
And
man.
then-
His ass was not that great, man.
It's fine. It's just
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah, it's just
and
a
then like after that happens, how there's another stone in the wand that Loki was using.
No, but go on.
He has a staff. It has an Infinity Stone. So Captain America's job is to steal that back.
Uh-huh.
So he takes it by again appeasing the comic book readers by doing Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Which was a huge thing in the comics.
Hail Hydra?
Which is
The
like
bad guys.
like they're bad guys.
Imagine Halo.
And in the comics, he becomes brainwashed by the bad guys.
Yeah. So they kind of did an homage.
So they
to
did an
that.
homage to it by having him whisper "Hail Hydra" to the Hydra agents and take the staff.
I thought.
But
I'm gonna sound stupid. I thought Hydra was Aquaman.
no,
No,
Mm,
no.
that's
it's
DC.
an organization.
I know it's a different organization, but I
Yeah.
thought it was
No,
Aquaman.
it's an organization in the Marvel universe.
Oh, okay.
But my point is, they do that so then he takes the wand and then he fights himself because he thinks that the past self, past Captain America thinks the future one is actually Loki in disguise,
Yeah. Because
trying to steal the staff back.
Okay.
And then they fight each other, and he basically tricks him and knocks him out. And then when he's passed out, he sees his own ass, and he's like, "Yeah, that is American." ass." And then he just walks away. Like it's
Okay.
like they did, I believe, three different words that they constantly use throughout the whole shit was one of them. Ass was the other one, and I forget what the last one was. But they were only allowed 3.
I think
They
that's
were
how it
only
works
allowed
with
3
PG-13,
swear words.
right?
Yeah, for the PG-13 rating.
Is it really only 3?
See, the
Only
thing
3.
is, okay, here's how it works, I think, because I remember seeing, like, the bonus stuff at the end of, like, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World DVD I have. I'm pretty sure that you could say, like, 3 sub-swears, but if you say, like, 1 big swear, you only get 1.
Can't use the F word.
I think you can.
As soon as you immediately use the F, you can use the F word one
One
time
time.
in the entire movie.
But nothing else.
But nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you use the F word more than once, it's automatically
Because
rated R.
have you seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
I have, yeah.
I have. Do you remember the part where like Envy Adams' boyfriend just got blown up, and then Julie says something, and Envy goes, "Shut the fuck up, Julie." But it's like bleeped out. It goes,
Oh,
"Shut
yeah.
the." That wasn't bleeped out originally. It was supposed to be "Shut the fuck up, Julie," but they had to.
Every bleep that she had in that movie was
Majority of the time, yeah.
It was
Because so it's Audrey is the name of the actress.
Audrey Plaza.
Yeah, she just does that randomly. She
Mhm.
just because she's in her character, but in real life she talks like that. So
Yeah.
she couldn't stop herself from swearing, which added to the scenes because again, like they could only use it one time, so they kept bleeping her
Mhm.
every time, and that's why
It fits the movie.
yeah, it fits
Yeah,
the
it
movie,
does.
and they added it into the script where someone was like, "Why? How does that keep happening?" You understand me? Because like they like break the fourth wall, in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, which is funny. But yeah, that's where the captain, the captain looking at
Captain's
his butt,
ass.
and he's like, this
America's
is America's
ass.
ass, because of Ant-Man.
I
Yeah.
argue that there's a couple people in this room that have better ass than.
You care about asses more than anyone I've ever
I'm
met in
just
my
going
entire
to
life.
Say like this, I think there's.
He's
people
just
here-
trying to say his ass is better than Captain
I'm not
America's.
saying my ass too, even though I know
I
my
have the
ass
best
is
ass
better.
here.
Yeah. If you didn't know, Che just said, "Hey, I got a whole ass wagon." I'm like, "Thank
Yo.
you." Yeah, let's go.
Anyway,
Should we have a butt tier list for this room?
No, we
No.
should have a UGS butt tier list.
Oh, how it that.
Yo, let's do it right now.
no, no.
All right, so Chucky.
No.
Top
Anyway.
tier, SS tier.
SS tier, yeah.
But yeah, so like
Broken.
that's where that comes from. But basically, just like that part, giving the Captain America giving the shield away, that was in the comics.
Yeah.
Professor Hulk,
I don't mind all that stuff. That's
Yeah.
not why
and like I said, I
I
think
feel so indifferent.
I think it has to do with like it has partly to do with it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, I've been. So I told my friends after we watched it because they're like, obviously I went with a big group of friends. It was like 12 of us.
Whoa.
But afterwards,
You have that
we-
many friends?
Surprisingly, I know
None
that
of
don't
us.
play Smash. Yeah,
Oh yes.
they're all casuals. It's really weird to talk Smash about, Smash with them. But after we're done watching the movie, after the movies, we all we go outside the movie theater and we just discuss what happened and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, man, that was
And everyone's like, "Oh, it was really good." I had one friend that said they didn't like it, and then I just felt so indifferent. Like I don't know. I really don't know how to feel.
Are you
I'm-
still indifferent? Or are
I'm
you, like,
still
reflecting?
indifferent. And after reflecting on it, I don't know what to think. I can't say I hate the movie, but I can't say I loved it either.
Okay,
Infinity War
Listen, all I
overall
gotta
as a
say-
movie was better.
All I gotta say is I love you
I thought
3000.
Infinity War was ass.
No, Infinity War as a movie itself is better because I love the whole aspect of focusing on the villain and showing his motives and stuff like that. I'm super unsatisfied about Endgame.
Okay.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I felt Infinity War.
Have you
was
if
not-
you only watch it the one time?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you watch it again, you'll have different. You'll be able
There's
to.
one
to
thing you
discuss
guys
your
will
feeling.
figure out about me. I only watch something once, and
Ooh.
my favorite movie
What?
of all time is Mad Max Fury Road, and I've only seen it once.
What?
Crazy.
That's not how that works. I've seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World like 23 times.
Yeah, I'm a cinephile, dude.
I love cinema, but I like watching new stuff
I
more
am-
than
I
like
am-
something I've never
I
seen
understand
before.
that. I'm very hard pressed to believe that you've only seen one movie.
It's
Once
mostly
every
for
time.
new media nowadays. When I was younger, of course, like we'd throw Lion King on
Yeah.
7,000 times. We were young, but as I grew into adult, I can only watch something once because I already know what happens.
And
So
Mad
just-
Mad Max
Not
Fury
me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Mad
I'm
Max
always
Fury
watching something a second
Road
time
is your
for you.
favorite. Of
I
all
like
time,
to watch
huh?
a bunch of reviews
good
after. I
movie.
watch
No, it was a
something.
good movie. it's more of an odd
Mad
choice, I would
Max?
say. Yeah,
Oh,
It's
I
a
love Mad Max.
beautiful movie.
favorite of all time.
It's my favorite. So one.
It's definitely up there and one
Yeah,
of
it's
the most
good. It's a
cinematic
good movie.
and beautiful movies
Yeah.
of ever created in the recent times.
My favorite genres of movies are ones that express feeling, like if the actors are so good, they express emotion and stuff like that without words, right? And Mad Max Fury Road does that a lot.
Wait. Are you sure you don't like Revenant then too? Because
I love Revenant.
The entire movie's like.
Leonardo DiCaprio is an amazing actor. It's one of my favorite. Revenant's one of my favorite movies. I love Dunkirk. If you guys watched the newer movie,
It's a good movie.
it was barely any talking in that movie, and you saw the expression on all the actors' faces
So
when everything.
you're a cinematographer lover.
Yes, I love.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
When it's shot
Just,
well,
just so you guys know, cinematography is the way a story is told without dialogue.
it's so beautiful. I love that.
So wait, Blade Runner 2049.
I love it.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
That's all those.
Have you ever seen,
cinematography movies?
What is it? Old Boy? The that I can't remember if it was like Japanese or Korean, but it was about this guy who was basically just like an out of luck.
Yes, I
Drunk.
Yeah. 2003,
Yeah.
The remake
You
of
would-
the original one.
You would
It was-
don't see the Spike Lee one. That was awful.
No. That's actually a remake
Of the original, yeah.
Old
The original Old Boy, I think that's what it's called, right?
No. There's an Old Boy before that, but it's like a different name.
But that's what it. No, wait. I'll type in Old Boy real quick. I want to make sure that I'm not
What year?
messing this up.
2003.
2003.
The 2003 one is like the one that people know because like literally like the actual.
Yes. So it's either like
so good.
what does it say? I can't remember what language is that. I'm
Just go
ignorant.
back.
I
I'm
thought it was
ignorant.
Chinese. I mean, no,
Go
it's
back?
I see
Yeah, go
Korean
back
right
twice.
there.
But
Well,
you would
Go back twice.
love this movie,
Right there,
Bushi.
it should tell you what country
Dang, so
its
yeah, so
origins
it's
from.
Korean.
It's Korean.
Yeah.
Language is Korean.
Okay, you
That's
would
Korean.
love this movie. Basically, it's about a guy who's just like down on his luck, drunk, just like bum, and then for one day, for some reason, somebody kidnaps him, and he has
Oh.
no idea why, and he's stuck in this room for years and years and years. And
15 years.
Yeah.
apparently.
Wow.
15 years, and he's just slowly going insane. And you get to see the whole like transition from him like going insane in that room and everything within a span of like 15
There's a
minutes or
picture.
so.
right there.
Wow.
There's a crazy picture.
Yeah,
of
right.
it.
All the way.
to the
That's
right,
him. I'm
top
guessing
right.
that's him before, and then that's him after.
Yeah, it's him
Oh,
going
wow.
insane.
That's
And
him.
eventually he just like trains and comes out, and then eventually he's let out of the room and he tries to find his like kidnapper. You would
There's
love that
almost no
movie.
words. There's almost no
Perfect.
words.
I'll give it a watch.
It's in a different language.
Well,
So
you know
yeah.
What's even
Yeah.
crazier? You know the epic one-shot scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah,
yeah.
I've
I've
heard
seen
about
it,
this
yeah.
scene. I didn't know it was from this movie. Though.
There's another movie that took like inspiration from that came out in 2015. I think.
Are you
it's
talking
Raid.
about the one? Yeah, Raid.
Raid.
I've watched
Raid
that.
and Raid 2.
I didn't watch
Awesome.
Raid 2. Raid 1. Amazing.
Raid 1, I think actually Raid 2 is better than Raid 1.
I heard it's better. I just haven't got
Like
time
Raid
to watch
2,
it.
I mean Raid 1 is like fuck it. I was like yes, we have a good action movie, and then Raid
Yeah.
2 happened.
Yeah, I gotta remember to start putting timers on this because I always forget. how long.
I think we've only been gone for like an hour.
It's only been like an hour, yeah, but
Yeah.
probably not even. Probably
So
like
wait.
45
So
minutes.
let's talk about
I think it's
I love talking about movies.
Movies are great. I've
Yeah,
already
movies are
okay.
awesome.
We've said this back when we were talking about what our favorite video game was, so we might as well just go through this. Mine's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. His is Mad Max Fury Road. What about you two?
You can't do that to me.
You got it.
I
Gotta do it.
literally-
You gotta give us a second.
You,
'cause
can,
we're
you
gonna
literally
think.
can't do
We're
that. to
gonna-
me.
Why do you?
So-
Okay, while you're thinking, why do you like Mad
I've-
Max?
I've listened.
Um,
I've watched about 2,000 to 3,000 movies.
You better start thinking.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
when
it
first
doesn't-
thing that comes
it
to
doesn't
mind.
actually have
we
to
can
be
do a top 5. But my top 5 may be lots of 70s movies. Which
That's
is
fine. It
unfortunate.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Why is that
there's-
unfortunate?
I say unfortunate because there's a lot of good movies
Because
coming out
if
now.
you're asking me what my favorite movie of all time is, that can't be answered.
Okay, but you have to have something you like a lot. You don't have to choose which one's your favorite.
Favorite one out of in a genre though.
You have to give me a genre.
Sci-fi.
Oof.
If it's not Alien, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Alien.
It's
I have a back-to-back. It's Alien and Invasion of Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
Both back-to-back years.
Yeah.
78, 79.
I've never heard. Oh, what's that one movie about? It's a psychological thriller more than like an actual horror movie. The Thing? It's not The Thing,
Yeah,
is
the
it?
thing.
The
Well,
old
you have to
movie?
describe the movie.
Yeah.
It's an older movie. It's like where people are like in Antarctica.
The
Alien.
Thing.
That's the thing.
The thing.
Amazing movie.
A good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's on par with Alien for me.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Huh.
I love psychological thrillers a lot too.
See, I could talk
Ambiguous
about-
ending, too. Even
Yeah.
though it's not really that ambiguous.
I could talk about horror movies for 8 hours. My favorite horror movie of all time is Blair Witch.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Blair Witch Chronicles.
Everybody just stop. Like, hold on.
Really?
You have to understand why it's my favorite.
Found footage.
So, originally, when I was first shown that movie, my dad gave me the introduction of this really happened.
Yeah.
This
so
really
you fell,
happened.
You fell into the what do you call it? The
I know what you're
word
talking.
for it.
I know what you're
Word
talking
for
about.
it.
The facade.
No. There's a word for it, but like people just said it was made. It was a real thing.
And
that
he
happened.
told me
It
that
wasn't.
when I
Found
first
footage.
watched it.
No. It
Like
was,
they actually found it.
It's a word. I forget what it's called, but like where everyone thinks that it's actually real because someone else told them that it was.
Oh God, we're not doing this again. We talked about it
Yeah,
for.
but I
Shit.
forgot it already. But it's a word, but yeah, like it's definitely that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like the director, the filmmakers, all of them agreed that even the actors said that they were going to say this was based.
Oh
on
no,
a true story.
the actors like the presumed dead. Like didn't they like do a whole
Yeah.
marketing
Yeah. Yes.
campaign and
The
So,
whole
and
marketing
that was-
campaign was that
that
this
was
real, but
amazing.
it's not.
And that movie, going in, thinking that it was like real and seeing everything that happened, and then coming back into it knowing that it's not real, and being able to like see what the movie does to these three actors and how things that are relatively normal but just freaky enough to have them slowly go insane and weird things keep happening genuinely, and you get to see these three just have genuine breakdowns, and you're like, holy shit, this is, oh my God. And nothing ever happens in the movie to the point where you immediately go, that can't happen. You see, the thing is, when it comes to like Paranormal Activity, fine movie. There's a point in the movie where a woman gets dragged out of bed by a ghost.
That's
It's
the
fake.
end of the movie.
It's fake. That's what I mean though. Like, good, fine movie, but immediately at that point you know it's not
like,
real.
There's a reason why the Blair Witch is definitely one of the top movies when they.
I think
when
it's
they
the
talk
best
about,
found footage movie.
Yeah, a lot of people put that on the
Chronicles-
list, but
Chronicles
there's a
better.
lot of different other
Chronicles
movies
way
that are.
better.
Is that the one about the superhero?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chronicles
I
a way
love
better
that
found
movie.
footage movie.
Thank
Even
you.
though it didn't even need to be found footage. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's so like there's like again, Blair Witch is definitely up there for a majority of people
Mhm.
when it comes to found footage films because it was one of the first that did it.
Yeah, it was
I
like
could-
the starter of it
Well,
all.
it wasn't
pretty
the
much.
starter, but it
It was
definitely
the one
was.
that
Well,
Made
I
it
w-
famous.
It was the starter for here in America.
I
Yeah.
can
Let me
tell
put it
you
that
that. Okay,
But
so
there's a lot of different countries that do found footage films that are much better.
let's say that like
especially hard like
yeah,
horror films.
Rec
I
1.
can't- Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
Rec 1. That I need
Yeah.
to see that
Record.
movie.
Oh, that
Yeah.
that
Never
teared
seen
me
it.
apart
Yeah.
on the
REC.
inside, dude.
It's just like REC
So-
for record.
And
Well,
one.
It's you watch that
Yeah.
movie. Beautiful. Amazing.
One thing you guys will get to know about me eventually too is just like horror is one of my favorite genres.
It's my
ever.
favorite
That's
genre of
that's
everything.
like three of us out of like. Do you
But-
love horror?
I like horror. I can't say I love
Okay.
it.
I
yeah,
love
like three of
horror.
us. Three of us at this table right now love horror.
But my problem is my
Me
heart
and Bushi
can't
agree
handle-
on something?
Holy
Whoa,
shit.
what?
My heart can't handle horror. So the entire time
Ah.
I'm either playing a horror game or a horror movie, I have to take breaks most of the time. That's not a joke.
Wait.
When Dead Space 2 was the first real horror game I played.
Okay.
And that's
Halfway through the game, I actually had to put the game down for a week because my stomach was queasy.
And
for
that
the
game's
entire
not
week.
even bad.
It's not even that
It's
bad.
not even bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what really got me was one of like the necromorphs
Did you play the,
threw up,
oh,
right?
okay.
And I was just like, it was just like the spitter one, not the spitter. What were they called? It was like literally just threw up over.
Sure.
And I was just like, why am I playing this game? And I just died to
That's sick.
anything.
I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
if
I
I-
was just couldn't handle it.
If I had to like, okay, so like going back, if I'm not including nostalgia reasons of my dad being like, oh, this is an effect, and if
Yeah.
I don't include that, favorite horror movie of all time is probably Jacob's Ladder. Probably.
Okay.
what about Peeping Tom? What about that movie that no one really like?
I spelled Jacob wrong, but it's fine.
Peeping Toms, come on.
It's
Jacob's
okay.
Ladder basically
Peeping- the reason why I'm
inspired the
saying-
video game Silent Hill.
Oh.
It's really good. It's about this guy who keeps having these like flashbacks back to when he was in war, and
Yep.
he's seeing all these like weird visual hallucinations. And if you've
It's like-
played Silent Hill, the hallucinations that he has and everything that
Yeah,
happens,
it's based off of this.
very reminiscent to Silent
Wow.
Hill.
Interesting.
Very cool movie.
Didn't make enough
It's a good movie,
money. Sad.
It's like a cult classic.
It only
sort of
made
thing.
$1
Yeah,
million
that's
back.
Actually,
Jeez.
that's definitely less than this.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder. It's a real flower.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my favorite.
I just like I have to if I have to pick a movie, it's just really hard for me.
Come on,
It really is.
come on. All right.
Are you talking about
Action.
horror or all
Just in
time?
general.
Action.
Action. I'd probably say Pulp Fiction.
Oh, it's so
That's a
good.
great movie.
Is it
great.
Yeah,
action?
that's a great
It's an
movie.
action movie.
Kinda.
It's an action movie.
I would. What
more
else would it
storytelling
be?
than anything.
Drama? Like I don't know what else it would be.
Comedy.
No, it's not. My favorite comedy of all time is
Suspense more than
Airplane.
anything.
I love
Oh, yeah,
Airplane.
Airplane's fucking
Airplane's
awesome.
fucking
Oh, comedy?
hilarious. Yeah.
Talking jive.
I don't know if I like.
I think my favorite comedy is probably The Man with Two Brains.
Never seen it.
It's Steve Martin.
Yeah.
It's like people
Oh.
It's Steve Martin again.
So
but-
people
yeah.
like Jerk. Like Jerk is funny, but like I was like, all right, that's a cool movie. And then I saw The Man with Two Brains.
Mm.
I fucking died.
Yeah.
The ongoing joke.
I'm
Beverly
actually
Hills
torn
Ninja.
for comedy. It's either
Yeah.
gonna have to be Austin Powers just in general.
Okay.
I love Austin Powers.
All of them?
Or yeah, all
All
of
right.
them.
Okay.
Or Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Robin Hood Men in
I
Tights.
actually
love
never
those.
watched it.
Ooh.
Men in
Never-
Tights is hilarious,
yeah,
man.
if I have to pick a comedy, it's definitely Monty Python and the Holy Grail for me.
Monty Python.
I have not seen it yet.
I've never seen it.
only
I've
watched
ne-
it.
I've
I
just seen
know.
clips. I've never seen the whole movie.
Great.
Yeah.
It's so great.
No, but Men in Tights, man, that's one of the movies where I can actually still go back and just continue watching them.
Notice how all those movies are old though.
because nothing good comes out.
Nothing?
Actually, I watched a good comedy on
if
the
I have
airplane.
to, if I have to
Game
pick,
Night was fucking
if I have
good.
to pick like
I
a
haven't watched Game Night.
romantic comedy, I'm definitely gonna pick The Princess Bride.
I think the funniest movie
Princess
movie
Bride's great.
I've seen recently, like that's probably 22 Jump Street.
In comedy,
Yeah,
Y'all gotta see. Game
21
Night.
Jump Street was better.
I think 22 Jump Street's better.
Y'all
that
gotta watch.
My name is
I'm
Jeff.
telling you.
Those are the
Game
funniest
Night.
part.
The entire time I was fucking laughing, and like when most comedies slowly get really serious near the end.
sure.
They don't like.
you say Game Night?
Game Night.
Yeah.
I've never
One
seen it.
Oh yeah,
Bateman and what's his
yeah,
name?
that's a great movie.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Is that really that good?
Yes.
See, that movie-
So it's the movie where like
No,
so
no.
the
What?
premise of the movie is that they're having a game night and then like somebody gets actually kidnapped, but they think it's part of the game because
Yeah.
that's what they were told.
See, I
just
And if
escalating.
you actually watch the movie, it just escalates.
It just gets crazier and
continuously.
crazier.
It gets crazier and crazier.
It
but
still
the funny
stays
part
funny.
is that. But the funny part is that half of them still believe it's a game.
Oh, Tag was really funny.
Tag
I
was
would-
funny
I-
too.
It looked like it was insane. So I just didn't watch it.
No,
Tag
it
was actually really
It
funny,
was,
yeah.
That one's actually based on a
Real
true
life
story.
Yeah.
It is a couple of friends that played a game of tag and they constantly stayed within each other's lives because of that.
Yeah.
Which I think that's really great.
And
I
they
think
actually
I
do-
would love to have a group of friends where that would be the case.
That could be
Tag.
us.
That'd be cool.
That could
It's
be
like
us.
they only
could be
do
us.
they only do it like once a month for a year. So the month of February, I believe, right? Or
Yeah,
May or
like
something
June
like
or
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Every year they changed it, but like they would say this is the month that we're playing tag.
Yeah.
And like they would buy plane tickets
To fly
they would
and tag.
drive over to like different states, and if they were in a different country, they would fly there like just to play tag.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Isn't
And-
there that one guy that just never got tagged?
Yeah,
though?
no. Yeah,
No,
well
not in
that was
real
made
life.
for
Yeah.
the movie,
Oh.
but he was like the top
hardest.
dog. He was
Yeah.
the hardest one to always capture, but in the movie they're like he's never been tagged. But no, that wasn't true. He was tagged.
Yeah.
But the scene where like one of them pretends to be the doctor delivering their baby, that actually happened. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Tags
That,
him?
yeah, he tags him
Yeah.
while his baby is being born.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucked up.
That's
Could you
some shit
imagine
like.
someone did that to you when you got your
But
first
he's a
job?
doctor. That's why. That's why he's allowed in the room. Because he's
Yeah.
a doctor. So
Yeah.
he goes in the room, delivers the baby, and then he's like, by the way, tag. And like, I was like, no way, that's not real. And I read it, and yeah, it's actually
That's
real.
wow.
It's,
Oh my
it's
god.
a real thing. Like he actually went in and went out of his way.
So that was a funny movie. I also watched on the airplane. What's that one movie with Mark Wahlberg and it's about like adopting the family? Like he adopts a
Oh,
family.
That-
Daddy's home.
Yeah, Daddy's
No,
Home.
no, no, no.
One?
Which one?
Two.
No.
You're
Mark-
not talking about Meet the Fockers.
No,
yeah,
that's
what it
not
is.
Mark Wahlberg.
That's not Mark.
I know,
Wahlberg.
but I was like, what am I
They
talking
did a
about?
lot of promotion for this movie. Instant Family.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh,
That
this
just came
one's
out.
very
Yeah,
recent.
Yeah, I watched it on the airplane. It was
Yeah, it
actually
just
pretty
came
good.
out.
It's not necessarily it
The other
did have
Guys is
some
a
comedy.
hilarious movie.
Yeah, the other guys is
The other
hilarious.
guys is hilarious.
It did have some comedy, but it was mostly like a drama, like it says.
Yeah,
It was actually a really good movie, and I did tear up and slightly cry from this movie. So-
Can we all agree that Jason Bateman doesn't get enough like credit? Because there's a lot of movies that he's
So
in that are
versatile.
so good.
Yeah.
Like the one with where like they're all siblings and
I would
the
need to
guy
see
plays
who is that. I need
Yeah.
to put a face to that name.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Jason, just
Jason Bateman.
type it in.
Did any of you guys watch Cockblockers?
You see
No, but
I
think
didn't hear
Boss,
anything
Horrible
about it.
Bosses.
Yes.
He's the main
Yeah.
lead in Horrible
Ah,
Bosses.
yes, yep,
Yeah.
okay.
Horrible
Needed,
Bosses
okay.
is great.
I didn't.
Yeah, Horrible Bosses is fucking.
Horrible
I didn't
Bosses
see
is
two.
really funny.
Was two good?
2 was okay.
No,
1 was better.
2 is not good.
Motherfucker Jones.
My opinion. Same thing with what was that? Remember when they tried to make Dumb and Dumber 2? or whatever it was.
Three?
3.
Yeah.
Oh
bad.
yeah, because
It
Dumb
did
and Dumber
come
2 was
out.
already.
It was bad.
It was awful.
I heard. I didn't watch it for that reason.
Wait, what about
God.
the hangovers after 1? I didn't
Hangover
like
3 was
Hangover
okay.
Part 2 was funny.
I didn't like
No.
1. I didn't
Hangover
like
Part
2.
I liked 2.
I never saw
liked
after 1. Never
Yeah,
watched
Hangover
it.
1 is the best,
No,
obviously.
Yep.
But number 2 has its moments only because of the guy who plays Chow, King John.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Was
Yeah,
that the
and
one
Doctor.
with Mike Tyson, or was that number 3?
That's
No,
one.
that's number 1.
That's
Number
one.
one.
I thought they go back to.
They
him.
do go back to Mike Tyson. That's
Oh,
number three.
okay.
That's number 3. Yeah.
Number 3 is they go back to Mike Tyson. But what? But like the second one is when they're in Bangkok.
Yeah, and he gets the tattoo on his face.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I-
that's the first one.
There was
Does he?
The
Yeah, you
first
get the
one
tattoo on his
has
face.
everything that you.
Oh yeah,
the
but
majority
number
of
2
the-
is basically the same movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's number 2 is where they lose the brother
Yeah.
of the wife that he's marrying.
Yeah.
There was this one question that was asked on Northern Line Super Show. I don't know if you watch it, but it's
Northern Line Super Show.
Northern Line Super Show.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
It's just a Twitch show that Northern Line does with like Bear Taffy and like Mathis games, and they asked who is the most likable actor who's like never in good movies, and that's a great question because like you really have to think about it. Like Jack Black, like who you don't like Jack Black?
No, I love Jack Black. He's cool. But
Yeah.
I don't think
Wasn't
I
he
don't
in
think
King
he's
Kong?
he's. I
He
don't
was in
think-
King Kong.
Yeah,
So then he's fine. He's exempt.
yeah, he's exempt because
That Peter Jackson King Kong is actually really good.
People
stuff.
are like, it's too
Yeah.
long.
I
It's
love
not-
it. I love long
better.
movies.
It was better than the other one we got.
The 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, did you actually watch King Kong Skull Island, the new one?
yeah. That
Yeah.
It
one
was actually okay.
okay. It was
Yeah,
okay.
look. I was looking forward to it mainly because I love gorillas. I love apes a lot.
Yeah.
They're like one of my favorite animals.
Why are you guys laughing?
I don't know.
She's fucking with his mic.
So
Oh.
like I don't know. The only reason why I really wanted to watch King Kong, I know it's really stupid. It's like literally when King Kong beat his chest. That's was like.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, and the Peter Jackson one when he fights off the T-Rex dude and breaks
I
his
don't-
jaw and stuff, and he's just like,
Yeah.
trying to put it-
What's your
I
favorite
love
Jurassic
it.
Park?
One.
One.
All right.
If any
I've
of you,
seen all-
if
I've
any of
s-
you say 3, I'm gonna slap a shit.
Oh no,
out of
mine's
you.
the remake. What's that?
Number 3 is just bad.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic
So
World.
good, dude. My
What
favorite.
No. We're talking about what are those? What are those?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you guys?
Fucking bad memes.
Old memes.
Bad memes.
That's an old meme, and they're all wearing like the shoes. Oh my God.
Size 355.
You guys, speaking of old memes, you guys ever watch the Titanic theme song, but with
recorder?
the recorder of the
Yeah.
kazoo?
Yeah.
I love
Beautiful.
it.
If I had to pick musical, it's between.
We should write these down.
It would be between
What?
Rocky Horror Picture Show and Repo the Genetic Opera.
When it comes to like the score, of it-
musicals.
yeah.
Wait, just
Oh,
talking about just
musicals.
in general.
In movies, musical movies.
I can't understand how you can. I've watched it too many times, so that's why I don't.
What?
Mine's High School Musical 1.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good musical.
No, it's actually bad.
It's not-
Get you- there's some bangers
As
in that,
for-
get you
for-
in that
head in the
movie.
game.
For a
Get your head in the
musical, it's
game.
not bad.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's pretty,
guess so.
pretty
But
good
for a movie, it's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
a terrible movie. I love. What's it? No, I was thinking of 2 right now. Bet on it, bet on it.
Bet
on
on
it.
I only watched
bet
number
on
1.
it.
Wait, what?
I only watched number 1. Gotta get your head in the game.
Gotta
Oh
get you-
God,
That was the movie that made me fall in love
I
with
was too
Ashley
old
Tisdale.
for those movies.
I loved
Wait,
Ashley
You're
Tisdale.
only 3 years older than. Come on, man.
I was
You
too
were in
old
high
for those
school. You were in
movies.
high school. You were
I was
actually in high school.
Exactly. That's why I was too old for those fucking movies.
Yeah, I was in middle school, like 6th grade when that came out.
Never
Fuck
too
those
old
movies.
for that.
Heads in the game, but my heart's in the song.
no,
Come on, man. Sing
So
along.
bad.
Tim Curry's the fucking god. That's why.
Huh?
That's why. Tim Curry's the fucking god.
Okay, because I was like.
But
like,
Repo the Genetic Opera is such a unique musical.
Oh, you don't like Edward Scissorhands, the musical?
No.
Wait, what?
You never seen that?
But like
No.
that's just it's so unique to me that that's the one that I would have to pick between between Rocky Horror Picture Show and Repo the Genetic Opera.
What's that one movie, Johnny Depp, where he's a barber but he kills people?
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney
Todd, the musical.
That
That's a
is
good-
an
that's what I was
abomination
talking
of the actual stage play.
Yeah.
But the movie is alright.
The movie's
Sweeney Todd, yeah, it's actually
the movie's not bad.
can't think of my
I didn't
favorite
know what I was
musical.
getting into. It was just on,
Yeah.
right? And I saw Sweeney Todd, and I had no idea.
People give
context
the
behind it.
Pirates of the Caribbean series a lot of shit, but it's a pretty good series.
That's
Look,
my mom's favorite
1,
movie
2, and
of all
3 are
time.
great.
1, 2, and 3.
I
I don't understand why
love-
people. Okay, no, actually,
I still
talked
enjoy
about this.
the newer
Yeah,
ones too.
I have a gripe
remember
with
this
3.
I didn't like 4. 5 was amazing.
5
yeah.
was pretty. It was back to 4, and 4 was trash. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
4
There was a
pretty
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a 5.
And then I think 3. I liked it, but then there was like an hour when they were focusing on the side story of Calypso, I believe.
Yeah.
It just ended up to like
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. It ended up to nothing.
What?
She wanted to name her dog Calypso.
Because of her?
I like to drink Calypso.
Yeah, I like Calypso. I like
See,
the
whenever-
culture.
No, because I came over to her house and she said that, and I was like, whenever I think of Calypso, I think of Twisted Metal.
Really?
Twisted Metal.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
don't even
Well,
know
we're
the
bringing up-
character.
You've never played Twisted Metal?
I have.
It's,
What have
Yeah, I know which
He
was
doesn't remember the
character.
The character Calypso.
Is it in the first one?
It's like
It's in all
he's
of
in
them.
all of them.
Yeah. There
Who
you
the
go.
hell is this
He's the
guy?
main antagonist of like
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Is he? What car does he drive? I need to see his car.
It's like a big, big car
Yeah, it's a.
with
is
like
it?
a cannon or
Just
something.
a car.
Yeah, big car.
Yeah, hold up.
There it is.
Where?
The rocket thing, right there.
This one?
Yep,
That's the one.
big
That's what he
thingy.
has.
That's Twisted Metal 4. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I like Big.
This is it?
That's him. Yeah,
Yep.
that's his car in the game.
Okay, he was not in Twisted Metal 2.
No,
That's
I
the one
think he
played
was the
most.
bad guy. I think he was the guy who at the end was
I
like,
don't think I got
giving away
that far.
wishes.
I think I played that thing for an hour and then always turned it off.
Yeah, because multiplayer was the only good thing.
The
About
only good thing
Yeah.
about it. And when you have no one to play with, you know.
it. You didn't play the story mode. Fuck that.
No.
Wait a second. You never
I brought
played
back-
video games when you were with
Child.
people? Yeah.
No, I did. I
you
played
play-
single player games, but not like a game designed for multiplayer. Even I understood as a kid.
I know way too many movies to narrow down what my favorite of all time is. But like I said, if we pick genres, I can give you some.
You already said Pulp Fiction. You said Rocky Horror and X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you give me a genre, I can give you.
well, eventually we're gonna give you every genre. Then you'll name a movie for every genre, and you narrow it down with those
No.
movies.
Do you like Interstellar? It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies.
Okay, let me
It's
tell you
okay.
about Interstellar. Cool. And then they're like, yo, love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was eh. There were good parts to it.
This-
I love space just in general.
Well,
Yeah,
this
so-
is,
yeah, I
this
do
is
too.
why
But-
it feels so off when
Space
it says
Quest.
love.
No.
It's mainly because it was not even hinted. It was just like, oh,
Yeah.
love. Everyone's like, wait, hold on. What?
The
That's-
Martian's a great movie.
I have not watched it. I heard great things. I want to
I
read
don't
the
know if
book
I like The
first. I
Martian
heard the
as
book's
much.
really good.
The book is amazing. but
Yeah.
the
Books
movie's
are
not
really
bad.
good. The movie's alright.
Movie's not bad. I liked it. I enjoyed it very much.
You know what's funny? I remember 2013 was Gravity. And I was like, oh.
It was okay.
Yeah, no, it was a Tour de France of seeing how well Sandra Bullock can like react. And I was like,
bad.
ah.
it at all.
Tour de
Sandra
Force.
Bullock's Bay though.
Yeah,
What?
I like her.
Yeah.
Hold on, huh?
Yeah,
Sandra
my wife
Bullock's
would say the
bae.
same thing that you're saying. She
Huh?
doesn't understand, but I like her.
Sandra
Like,
Bullock
my
is.
side, fuck you.
I kind of agree with Chucky on this one, which does not happen.
Sandra Bullock.
Type in Sandra Bullock.
Bay.
Oh God, what?
I would-
Today is the day I agree with people who
I
I don't
put
agree
Bay.
with. Apparently.
What are you talking about?
Sandra Bullock Bay.
Like,
Yeah.
I never.
Miss Congeniality. Come on.
I know. I never saw it.
I like
Same with Halle Berry. I can't see it either.
Oh,
See,
I.
Halle Berry, I don't understand.
Halle Berry. I
That's
get.
the one I don't.
great.
I don't
Halle
What
Berry.
is great about Halle Berry?
She's great.
Really?
Halle Berry's okay.
She looks like a mom.
Yeah, Halle Berry's okay.
Halle
You never had a MILF?
Wait.
I don't like the idea of MILFs at all.
Oh, fuck
What?
MILF. Dude, I have plenty of MILFs when I growing up.
The idea.
Plenty of friends. I was friends just to be around their mom.
Miss Swoboda.
The
And I've
idea.
actually, I never got the chance, but if I did, hell yeah. I
The
would.
idea of MILFs.
What?
The idea of MILFs completely turns me off.
But grannies though.
Oh my God. Let's
Why?
not take it
We
that
could have not let him be on the podcast, and we
I mean, we
decided.
could have just
Wait,
left.
Wait, hold
We
on.
could've just
To be
left you
fair,
at
I was the
Midwest
one that,
Arena.
like, I mean, I'm the one that kind of pushed for it though.
Mm,
You did.
He is right.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, we because we were like, well, who's gonna be on it? And he's like, I'll do it.
Too
And
bad
then
he's
you were like,
utterly
"Damn."
frustrating to sit next to at all times. So.
You decided
Yeah.
to sit next to him.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Did
man.
I?
And we're gonna
Did I?
switch you guys next
Hey,
Yeah,
time.
man,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. You just can't handle this BDE, bro.
Had you-
I can't sit next to someone who doesn't like Pokemon. It's not in me.
I love.
He's literally wearing a
No,
Pokemon
him.
shirt.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said
we
Switch. You said Switch.
Yeah,
No,
we
I said you and him switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like we had it before.
Yeah, and Pokemon does suck. It is a terrible franchise.
Oh man, shots fired, shots fired.
It is
He-
actually
he's wearing
literal
the
trash.
Pokemon
No, I'm gonna be
By the
honest.
way.
I can go on a little rant right now.
No.
It is literal,
Why not? Let's go.
No. I wanna
literal
hear-
garbage.
No. Fuck
It is
this.
no. Listen.
Why is it a bad franchise?
It is boring. It is super boring. The mechanics don't make any damn sense.
What do you mean? It's
just-
literally rock,
just-
paper, scissors for
It is
4-year-olds.
so stupid. Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
meant for 4-year-olds, not 22.
What do
and
you mean the
23
mechanics don't make sense?
It's just a dumb game.
Okay, no. I just want to, like, I'm not going to take it as heated as him. Yeah. I'm going to ask you this. What you mean it is so...
I'm gonna play Pokemon Yellow while you
I didn't say
argue.
I didn't say that word.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said boring.
Sorry. What makes it so
I'm
boring?
gonna play
That's
Pokemon
my
Yellow while
question.
you argue.
What's my question? I'm saying what's so boring about it?
So I did play the some of the games when I was a kid.
Yes.
Okay, and then something hit me, especially when I was
Was
a
it
gamer
a
since
truck?
I was a kid.
Because you should be liking these games.
Drunk when I'm a kid?
Let 'em.
No. So it's just like I played a lot of video games in my time, and I started really getting into Pokemon around the same time like Ratchet and Clank, Jax was
Ooh, okay.
Jack and Dexter and stuff that came out.
So the
And then
2000s.
when I compared to the time I was doing like playing Pokemon to the amount of fun I was having playing like Jack and Dexter or Ratchet and Clank. It was like Pokemon's like down here, and I was just like, "Yo, these are good games, and this is a trash game. Why am I wasting time with trash games?"
Well, so
So
do you
the
not like
reason-
RPGs?
I love RPGs.
What?
So the reason
How?
I'm like the reason I think you didn't enjoy it is you didn't. Did you play?
I never finished one of those games.
How did you?
They're
How
too
did
long.
you play it?
Did you ever play it with people too?
No. How do you play with
Yeah,
people?
see, and that's my point. It was such a community-based game.
I
that
had no
you
one to play.
missed-
First
you
of all,
missed the community.
that was during the time when I was in Jordan for a year.
Ah,
and no one played. No one played
Exactly
Pokemon.
my
All
point.
right.
That's why you don't like the franchise.
Yeah.
You
It's
didn't
also
get
just
that
trash.
community.
Even looking
Oh,
back
okay,
to it
now.
it's just bad.
You were making a
what-
sound
what-
argument, and then
what
you
is-
fell
what is
asleep at the
trash
wheel.
about it then? That's what
I
I'm
explained. It's just not fun for me.
And that's
it's not my
fine.
style game.
Okay,
That's fine.
fair.
And that, you can have that opinion, but like I think your experience with the game was lackluster because you didn't get the community aspect that
Yeah.
we got growing up.
So
Because like in school, in elementary school,
Yeah.
for
could
me,
not get away from
you could not have a single person that wasn't like, I want a fucking Pikachu, I want a Charmander.
Yeah.
Or, you can't beat
Bringing
my
that-
Squirtle.
I mean, when I
Watching
came,
the
guys,
TV
when I came
shows.
back, I still had that. I was only there
No,
for a
no.
year.
I know. What I'm saying is that when you initially played the game,
Yeah.
you didn't have that.
You
right
already
away.
desensitized.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this
You,
game is
at
bad.
that point,
Yeah.
you had already not cared.
Yeah.
At that point.
And I had a bunch of my friends are in
That's
love
really
with it, and they
weird.
talk
Yeah,
about it all the
and
time.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that you can't relate. It's just you just don't like the game.
I'm
I just
I'm
hate
also
it.
Ask you this: when did you come back from Jordan to America to play? And
I was in 3rd grade when I came
third
back.
grade. All right, because I remember all the way up till around 4th grade, everybody liked to play Pokemon, and then they pretty much suppressed all their like things that they liked as a child.
Yeah.
When they're like from 4th grade through middle school and then high school, everybody liked that rebirth. Like, oh, I like all this shit.
Yeah. No, like
I think it was like
People
everybody
thought it
was-
was too nerdy.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
not
kids don't
nerdy. They
care.
would also just say, no, I need to act grown up.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I can't like baby things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, but
Most
but-
kids go through that.
yeah,
so.
but at the end of the day, I think, like I said, it's just mainly that you miss the aspect that all of us got to experience. and
Yeah,
that was
maybe
like
so.
growing up with friends
Dude.
and like you.
What we
you
had-
could trade with each other. and
Yeah,
it was, like,
man.
It was a
Yeah,
cool
growing up
thing.
with friends.
And-
Like especially
have
when
friends.
we found out that the only way certain Pokemon evolved were trading.
Half
You
of my
understand? Like,
memories with
that was
like,
just great because again we all grew up with it. It was on TV.
yeah,
It was
man.
a movie
I-
came out and we were. All
I
like,
watched the movie.
It was just like it was
watched
a
one.
huge part of our
I
childhood.
had the card. I had the Mewtwo card.
Yeah, it was
Mm.
a huge part of our childhood, and like for us, it's nostalgic.
But
every
you
time
don't
we
like
pick up
Fire
that
Emblem
game.
either.
Fire Emblem is just.
Fire
that
Emblem is
that
very
game is
weird.
complicated.
It's a very
strategy.
weird
No,
game.
wait,
Yeah.
that- just
Yeah,
because
I
it's
love
complicated
strategy.
doesn't
I
mean
like
it's good.
real-time strategy.
Yeah,
That's
So,
my
like,
thing.
you're
Like,
So like
name-
StarCraft, stuff like that. That's the strategy games that I play.
Civilization.
That's not RPG. I said
no,
strategy.
it's a strategy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
art. It's
So
Um,
what's your favorite RPG?
RPG. Skyrim sucks. Terrible game.
I agree with you.
Fallout sucks.
Wow. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say sucks.
It's just terrible games.
So
Bethesda
Bethesda
makes pretty bad games.
Bethesda does
Final
make
Fantasy,
pretty bad games.
probably my favorite RPG.
Which one?
Oh, well, hold on.
Final Fantasy 7 or 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Nine is so good.
I'm a
7 or 9.
Dude.
Huh?
7 is like the introduction.
Yeah,
to
I love
every
Fallout.
fucking
That was my
JRPG.
introduction.
like you're missing out on some of the best parts of life.
So in Jordan, in Jordan, we didn't have no one had Pokemon, but we had Yu-Gi-Oh. Over there.
Oh,
But now I hate
God.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Why?
It's just
terrible. bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I
mean,
agree with
it
you,
has
but
no
I was
cost. That's really what it is. It's-
No, it's just it
the
got
same
too
concept
convoluted
for me.
got too convoluted. I agree.
It's same concept. The same thing hit me with about Yu-Gi-Oh. Same thing that hit me with Pokemon.
I was
Just
fine
dumb.
up to Synchros. That's when
Did you like Digimon?
Oh,
I did, and now I hate it.
See, I don't
So-
know about y'all, but I got really close to like finally understanding all the new stuff. I was like, all right, XCs, when they finally got to XYZ's materials for Yu-Gi-Oh. Then I went to Pendulum. I was like,
Yeah,
Pendulum,
No, I followed
really
real
lost
hard.
it.
I had cards. I still have some of my cards. Like I still have some of the original cards from that. But like it got too convoluted for me.
I really
Links.
lost it at Pendulum.
let's go to Links.
I don't even know what that is. I've
Oh,
never even heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Yeah, like I started falling off with Dungeon Dice.
I
And
don't
that
know.
was
So,
annoying.
Dungeon Dice.
Yeah.
Really? That early on?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
I was by that point I was already getting into adulthood.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to games and stuff like that, whether it's RPGs, or
Like I said, I still followed. I still did.
okay.
just like games that I enjoy, it has to have some level of complexity where it actually intrigues my mind. And Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or
It's rock
Digimon-
paper scissors.
Yeah,
That's
but the same concept goes for fighting games because fighting games are rock paper scissors. The things about fighting games is that what intrigues my mind, what made me fall in love with fighting games since I was a kid is it's super fast paced chess, right? It's super fast paced rock paper scissors because decisions are like this. You don't have time to.
Yeah, no, not Pokemon. They take
You
their
literally
sweet
take
ass time.
sweet time. You know,
Name
and
a-
I,
okay.
I can pull it up right now and let it sit there for like.
And, like,
hours.
when I lose- when I lost
that
it,
doesn't
so-
change.
I actually enjoy losing. I'm one of the few people in the world that will probably say like, yeah, I look forward to losing because it's a way for me to improve, right? When I mess up, when I lost in Pokemon, I never got that enjoyment, right? So I would go to a gym and then
Okay.
I would lose to Brock or whatever, and then I
Yeah,
lost
and
and
then
be like, okay, well now I gotta go grind out the water Pokemon to beat this asshole.
Yep.
So
Like,
Now-
that's not
I
that's
found
not
you
fun.
silly because you didn't reorganize your strategy to beat
See,
them.
now a lot of
That's fine.
a lot of the older audiences when it comes to Pokemon, it's like, I mean, if you don't enjoy the initial playthrough of the region, that's fine. But I mean, competitive Pokemon's a completely different story. Competitive Pokemon's all strategy. There's no grinding in that game. It's legitimately
And
like,
competitive Pokemon.
yeah. Well, okay, to get to that
About to
point,
say,
yeah.
like,
But
Evo's
once-
a lot. Has a
Nah,
lot to
but
do
I
with
mean,
that.
like, not like he's describing.
And most of the time, you don't really grind it. You just
Yeah, you
upload
do.
the Pokemon. No, you just can upload the Pokemon. You're fine.
Which is cheating, but I mean, yeah.
Technically.
I mean, if you were to go to Pokemon Showdown right now, which is a website you can use to battle people online, you choose your Pokemon, choose a level, and then at that point it's just strategy.
I
It's
enjoyed
just
Pokemon
chess.
Stadium. If you
There-
guys-
that's
Nintendo
what that
64.
is.
That's
It's
what that
just
is.
That was mostly
competitive.
for the mini games.
Oh, I do love the mini. We should play the mini games one of these
We
days.
should play the mini games.
Those are fun.
Those
Do you
are
have
amazing.
how many Nintendo controllers do you have? 64.
2.
2.
I have 3.
See, I have 1.
I don't have that game.
You don't have Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2?
I have it.
I have it too.
Yeah, you can bring it. You guys can bring it if you guys
Do you have
got
1 or
remotes
2?
and stuff. Yeah.
I have one.
I have 2.
There you go.
Yeah,
If
there
you
you
have
go.
controllers, just bring them.
The
I
mini
got
games
the
in one were
systems
so
here.
much better than two, though. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
mini games in one.
I
were
don't
better.
remember a whole lot because I
The
never played
Magikarp.
Racing, Magikarp jumping.
You know, I'm gonna be fair with you. I've never actually played Pokemon Stadium.
Clefairy.
Good.
Good game.
You know,
Fun
actually,
game.
it was actually around that same time that made me hate Pokemon because in Pokemon Stadium, when I started grinding out the story mode, and I got to the gym leaders and stuff like that, because you have like the whole ladder you have to
Yep.
get to.
Yep.
I got to one asshole that had like a Zapdos on his team, and no matter what team I chose, that asshole would win. And I was like, this game sucks.
Just pick
I hate
Graveler.
Pokemon.
Wait,
Pick
hold on.
Golem.
I don't know. I
Pick
don't care
any-
about that stuff.
Yeah,
Pick Golem.
pick any of the Pokemon that can self-destruct, and you got it.
I guess.
Dude, I think it was around that time that I realized how
That, or you could just cheese it like everyone else did, and just get the three king combo. You get Nidoqueen, Nidoking, and
I don't know where you're going with this.
Rhyhorn, not Rhyhorn.
Rhydon?
Rhydon.
Yeah.
And you make all three of them learn Horn Drill, and you got.
Oh, Horn
You
Drill
couldn't
was.
do that in Pokemon Stadium, though. You
Yeah,
can't
you
teach
could.
them.
You can
I
you can
understand.
take them from your Game Boy.
Oh,
and put 'em in game.
That's too much work for someone.
See,
Well,
I don't-
that's
don't
my
know.
point. That's
Yeah.
how
When
everybody
I-
cheesed it.
I figured out
That was the ultimate combo that you
through
cheesed the
Pokemon.
game.
That's when I realized that I liked competitive gaming. Actually.
Yeah.
I started enjoying competitive. Believe it or not, I was not a competitor until Smash. It was one tournament, one GGA, my first GGA, where I went 0-1 because I didn't know there was a loser side.
You went home.
I went home. I lost to JT Wild
Nice.
as my round one.
Nice.
'Cause I was last seed.
Nice.
And then I was like, oh damn, I'm out. Go home.
Go home.
And then because before I went to the tournament, I was watching VODs and I would see like JJ Rockets versus Dan because they had the stream and everything. I was like, yo, these guys are trash. I can't wait to go there and whoop everyone's ass. I go there, lose to JT Wild, someone I've never heard of in my entire life, even though he was PR. You know what I mean? But I just didn't know what PR meant back then.
Yeah.
He whoops my ass and I was like, yo, I had a drive in me. That's what hit me the first time, my competitive drive.
Ah, okay.
To that extent, I was always like a semi-competitive where I would say like I'm better than my friends and stuff like that.
Everyone had that.
Everyone has that because like it's cool to glow.
I'm
Like
still among my friends that don't play Smash. I'm still the best Smash player.
among my casual friends and most of the people in the community, I am the best player.
I would hope. I hope that you could beat the casual.
Well, that's my point.
But
Like,
against my casual friends,
like we
I
want
am a
to
really
fucking
good
put
player.
Mario Kart on. I guarantee I'd wreck all four.
I don't know.
Which one?
Which
So
Mario
Kart
Kart?
64.
Ah, yeah, probably you
Yeah,
would.
64,
Yeah.
face me in CTR though.
What
Crash,
about-
Crash.
Crash Team Racing.
Give me a little bit of double
Are we
dash.
talking about 7 or double dash? I'm fine with
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they go.
super shortcuts.
But that's my
on
point.
both
Like
of those.
that's my point.
Crash Team Racing.
Fucking,
was
I got super
my
Mario
Crash
favorite
Team
part.
Racing was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
CTR
so
is so
good.
great.
Okay, I wanted to ask you. I
have
didn't get the
that
chance to. What name a fighting game that's relevant that you don't like?
Fighting game that's relevant that I don't like.
Pokken.
Pokken.
Tournament.
Yeah, is that relevant? That's.
It's
makes
not.
more money
It
than
wasn't.
almost all the
I
things,
tried
so,
Pokken
yeah.
out. I didn't care that.
Or give me a franchise even if you can. I mean, whatever.
Pokken.
Well, that's what I was gonna. So I dislike Pokken because I don't like the mechanics. Not necessarily
Everyone
because
dislikes Pokemon.
it's, not because it's Pokemon. Not because it's Pokemon that I dislike it. Just been the
Fattest and
mechanics.
greasiest of all dicks, man.
The mechanics of the game I just did not enjoy for
Okay,
Pokken.
You can suck the fattest
the-
part. of
I
my
actually
ass.
enjoy most fighting games, but the one that I have the least amount of fun with would probably have to be. Man, this is hard.
I don't know what that
Um,
is.
I don't
Never
know
heard
what
of
that game
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, this is hard.
Man,
That's a
this is
cool
hard.
game.
I enjoy a lot of fighting games. I have to actually look at Evo's lineup.
Mm.
that's what we'll pick. That's the relevant games.
No, because these are the relevant games
I
right
know,
now.
that's what
So,
I'm
oops. Let me see the games.
If I'm gonna take the question from Bushi,
Yeah, take it for now while I
yeah,
think.
it's actually,
Pokken.
no. I mean, being for real, like it would
Okay.
actually be the MK game. NRS games have just always been the one that's just
The
like
what games?
MK.
MK NRS games. They're always,
MK11.
Oh.
every single one has never been like I like him, but I like compared to every other fighting game, I'd rather play those.
I would
Yeah,
guess out of like, so these are probably the most relevant games we have out right now. It's, BlazBlue, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Mortal Kombat, Samurai Showdown, Soul Calibur 6, Street Fighter 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, rest in peace Melee, Tekken 7, and Under Night in Birth, X Late
What about
Tist,
games?
which is also known as Unist. I love Unist. I love Tekken. I love Smash. Street Fighter 5 is pretty good. I've never played Soul Calibur. Actually, I have played it.
Which
I enjoyed it.
Which one?
The 6.
Okay.
My friend brought it over because one of my casual friends. I actually really enjoyed it.
If out of the lineup here, I personally would have to say Mortal Kombat's the least.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you haven't played Sam Show.
Blaz-
You don't-
I
Yeah, but it's Samurai Showdown.
Really? I would
Yeah.
say
The-
Street Fighter 5.
I actually enjoy all of these games, but the one that I never, when I played it, I was like, I don't think I'd ever put time into this to get really good. Is BlazBlue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the only one where I was
Yeah,
like,
if we're talking like which one would I grind out or which one I wouldn't.
What's going on?
ad.
Only if we're sponsored. Get them off.
We're off
Get 'em
now.
off.
Yeah,
Give us
no.
our
If
money.
I had a choice of like which ones would I want to play competitively, Street Fighter would be the one that I don't play. 'Cause I
Street Fighter?
I've had my fill of Street Fighter.
Never. Oh, okay. I thought.
I've had my fill of Street Fighter. Like if I had to play the rest of them competitively, Street Fighter would be the one I wouldn't want to play competitively.
Well, this is the only Street Fighter that I 100% say to myself, no, because they took away Zangief's green hand for no reason. They said, yo, banishing flat, we don't need any projectile, like,
You
getaways.
just like big characters. You like the big
I
motherfuckers.
like the
Heavy.
big characters because it's like, I'm slow at adapting, but
he
I
likes
like...
being dumb.
But once you get in, you want to do massive
oh,
damage.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
When I get in that ass, I'm fucking in
You
there.
would like Garrus in Mortal Kombat 11. You would like him a lot.
I have a feeling, like, is he considered a grappler?
He's basically the best grappler in the world.
There we go.
He has crushing blows off of, it's all 50-50s, and if you guess wrong, literally, because you know how, I'm not sure if you know how crushing blows work. They all have like specific requirements to do more damage, and all of his is just you guess wrong, I crushing below you for 30% of your health. Like it's just like, and he, like literally one of it is like he breaks your knee in half, and so, and breaks your neck, and it's just 30% every single time.
Breaking news, guys.
And it's still 50-50.
Raven King just had to fight Frosty. And Frosty's in top 16. Raven King placed 17th.
Oh, he lost to Frosty?
No, Frosty's in top 16.
Yeah, Frosty beat
Raven King is 17th.
Wait a second. So did Raven King?
He's still in though.
Yeah,
Loses.
Frosty's still in.
I thought you meant Frosty
Oh wait,
beat
so
him.
that means he beat Kane. Who did he also beat in Winterside?
I don't know.
Raven King got all that way.
I just read.
Wait, so
chat,
Raven King's
that's all.
out.
Yeah, Raven King's finished 17th.
And he lost to Frosty.
Yep, he lost. to Frosty.
Wow.
He said also had another. He said also had another team kill Frosty in top 16, and I finished 17th.
Dang.
All right, well, R.I.P. to Raven King. Good stuff, man.
17th is still good. I mean, he had like 250
but
people.
it sucks that it had to be a team kill that knocked him out.
Well, Frosty, good luck, dude.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Hey man, winter's coming, man.
Winter's
coming.
here.
Winter's here.
even though like when we put this up, it's already gonna have been done.
When are we?
Yeah.
When are we gonna do promos for our players, man?
We could have done a Game of Thrones one. Not gonna lie.
Winter is coming for Frosty.
The king is here. The king rests upon his throne.
Raven King.
Oh,
why did we
do
and
this
then-
when we went out?
You guys could have made the tweet instead.
What did
Look at Swanner just walk out of nowhere.
Fucking scared the shit out of me.
what did Swanner say?
You guys could have made the tweet instead.
Yeah.
What tweet?
I don't know
Just
what the
posted a
fuck he's
tweet as
talking about.
UGS.
What?
Congrats to our own Raven King and Doug's
Okay.
Well, I mean,
because they got third in
doubles.
yeah, doubles.
yeah, he said we could have done it ourselves, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're here.
Let's talk about Swanner for like the next 30 minutes.
I'm gonna look up that
We
picture of
should.
Swanner again.
It got snapped out of existence. We didn't get the picture of Swanner.
Swanner is here. He's like in the
Oh
background.
right,
He's
yeah. We
fixing
but
all
we
these
didn't talk
smashes.
about the thing that we talked about last time with Swanner because it didn't go up.
Wait, what?
What was the last
It
name?
was snapped, remember? And we started talking about
Oh,
who
yeah.
Swanner was. 'cause
Oh,
people
yeah.
probably didn't know. For those who didn't know
Oh
who
yeah.
Swanner is.
Oh, there's Swanner.
There it is.
There he is.
The man of the hour.
There's our pooch and our buddy Swanner.
Swanner is
Swanner the man.
probably one of the most, if not the,
You gotta pull up that
the
car
most
picture.
influential PM
On Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Project M TO of all time. Hardest working. He's currently right now working for making builds and everything
for SNS.
for a Smash and Splash that's coming up. He's been here for an hour or so, but
There
they're
it
like
is.
he's gonna be there. He's probably gonna be there all night. So yeah, Swanner's a fucking goat, dude. Greatest of all time, dude.
Goodbye PR image.
Good boy.
Look at him work. It was hard at work right there.
Look at it. He's doing it right now. Fair and balanced. Yes.
There he is.
And the one right underneath.
There he is.
The best quality picture I've ever seen. in
Oh,
my entire
nice.
life.
Swanner.
It makes it
We
so
love you
much
so
better.
much.
Oh man.
My man. Look at it.
Look at his
Yeah.
swagger.
Look
Yeah.
at this one.
Oh my
man.
goodness. I said this on the Thanos Snapped the podcast,
Podcast.
but I remember because he posted this picture along with the tweet. I hate it when cars have bows on them.
Yeah. Swanner's the man. Can't never go wrong with Swanner.
Yeah.
Swanner could be Thanos, man.
Yeah.
Swanner
I mean,
probably could have beat Thanos.
I think he would drive Thanos insane.
Yeah,
That's how I'd
Thanos
beat
would be
him.
trying to snap him away. He's like, stop it, Thanos.
Swanner would look at him. I am I can't even
I
say
am
it.
inevitable.
I am
Inevitable.
inevitable.
Yeah. Can't even say it.
Then
No.
he turns into the PM Swan.
Swanner evolved would be more powerful than any of us could ever imagine.
Swanner at 2% is stronger than anybody else.
By the way, this I don't know if this needs to be an ongoing conversation because I think Bushi might have a heart attack. But everybody start playing Pokemon Go again, man. Pokemon Go for the
I did
win.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
play
terrible.
Pokemon Go because I don't think it's a fundamental Pokemon game. So I don't.
It's not.
Yeah, I know.
There are no
just
fundamentals in Pokemon.
It's just if you it's good for like walk if you live near Pokestops.
I play it
I'm gonna
more
get a lot
often.
of hate.
I play it more often with my kids than anything because
Do
it's
you
just like
think
capturing the Pokemon.
Me not liking Melee or Bushi not liking Pokemon is a bigger deal. Like,
not
take
liking
You not liking
take.
Melee.
Let's take ourselves out of the Smash scene.
I know so many people that have the fight constantly that Digimon's better than Pokemon.
Yeah, I've known people that say no, Pokemon's kind of trash because it is a basic RPG. And stuff.
Yeah, I've known
I-
way more
I've
people that
never heard
dislike.
someone say
yeah,
Melee.
Yeah, Melee is a
I don't dislike Melee. I just think I've come to have sort of a disdain for it in the community I'm in right now.
Yeah.
But I don't dislike Melee.
Dude, you have a lot of small PP energy coming in. Small PP energy right now, man. Lots of small PP.
It's all about that big dick energy.
Yeah, you need
And
that
you ain't
BDE,
got none
man.
right
Where's
now.
that BDE, fam?
Smash just isn't interesting right now at all. There's nothing interesting about
Whoa, wait, come on. She's got this hot take. Let's go. Let's go.
Shay with the hot take.
All right. She wants to
She's
say-
regretting it.
She's going to stay as anonymous as possible, but still, let's go.
Smash just is not interesting anymore.
All right.
There was a time, probably I'd say one of like the peak moments of Smash was Melee, like around Evo 2013. I disagree. I disagree. Like 2013, like that year was like the peak.
Okay.
But everything now, it's gone so downhill. It's so underwhelming. There's nothing new you're seeing.
Yep.
Like we've got this new game, but really like it's just Smash 4 with more characters.
Oh,
No. I'm saying, like, I'm like these hot takes. That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
But when you think about it, like of course it's a new game. Like everything about it is new. But it's just like it's an upgrade from Smash 4. You're
Yeah.
still seeing like the same stuff you've seen before, just more characters, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not interesting anymore. There's nothing that makes Smash special.
So she does have a point. So if you compare the new MK game to the previous MK games, the mechanics itself has changed so drastically from the other MK games, like the meter burns and stuff like that. They try their best to keep it interesting and fun, and it is interesting and fun. If you compare Smash 4 to Smash Ultimate, right, the only thing that's really changed is that there's no more perfect pivots. You can do dash dances or foxtrots, right? Good foxtrots. I guess aerials on shield are a lot safer than they used to be, and a little bit more off-stage game. That's all that's really changed.
parries.
A lot of
parries.
things
And parries.
that changed from Smash 4 to Ultimate is more minute.
Yeah.
Like, in every Smash game before Smash 4 to Ultimate, drastically different.
Oh,
64
hell
to
yeah.
Melee.
Yeah.
Melee to Brawl? Oh, God.
drastically different.
Yes, yeah.
Brawl to fucking Smash 4, drastically different. So that's why I understand that mindset that Smash has been stagnant-ish.
For the past 6 years.
Yeah.
I would say probably a little bit more, but there was a point that it came to a head. It was when Project M finally got its heyday.
Yeah.
Because Project M was a fresh new like
Breath.
no one wants to say it was
It's a breath of fresh air.
but it brought a breath of fresh air to everything.
Yeah,
Not just like it's just new wave, new culture, new everything. Everybody's having fun. Swan and I were literally just watching some old clips from Skater 3. And I don't know if you ever watched it, like watched Project M at that time, but it was fucking. They were having fun. There's that infamous highlight from Rolex and Professor Pro. I don't know if you. Guys
I've never
know
seen it.
It's pretty much Professor Pro wins a match against Rolex. Goes up, popping up, dancing like that. I was like, oh, you know, remember how we were talking about cool pop-ups? He was doing that. Then Rolex wins a match after that. Starts doing the same thing. And I was like,
Oh,
And then they
that
start
the
having
snake,
fun.
the snake thing,
The
the
snake-
snake match.
And that was like I'm telling you, that's why I find 2014 being the best year because Project M was, I would say, in a zenith at that point in my mind.
Yeah.
It was like very exciting. A lot of people were like, oh, a lot of things that were happening, a lot of cool characters. There were some dumb things, obviously. There was like whoop whoop for Mewtwo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's like pretty much Mewtwo was just great on the ledge.
Oh, okay.
Like really good.
Stalling.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's no beating it.
The way I feel about Smash is everything that
Amethyst, you just jumped out.
Here's how I feel. Everything that's been like everything cool that's been done with Smash has already been done.
Yeah.
It can't really go much further. It's all been done already. You're not seeing anything new anymore.
Yeah.
So it's losing the excitement because you're just bored because you're not getting anything new.
Smash is the scale.
So, the thing what I love about Smash is that it's such a big game, right? That saying that nothing new can happen we just don't know yet because Smash Ultimate is still new. I mean, it's only been a couple months, right? When Melee first came out and the competitive scene first started, it's nowhere near the same as it started right now.
Stage builder.
Wait, hold on. In the beginning of competitive Melee, it was like, well, West Coast ran one tournament, items, lots of different.
Oh no,
stages.
I understand that.
But I'm saying even then people were having fun and it was unique compared to anything else. And then,
are you saying people are not having fun with this game?
well, there's clearly people that we already mentioned before. Earl them has said, I do not like this
That's
game.
a couple top players. And that's in every game though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, but I feel like the attitude's shifting towards like, this game could be good, but there's things missing from it.
I guess that's more subjective than anything else.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have to read the temperature on it.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to some people at our tournament yesterday, and they were like, "Yeah, I like the game, I guess, but I like the people more. They like our tournament, and they're just like hanging around us." And again, that's a small drop in the bucket of the community. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because a couple of weeks ago when I talked about like Melee and PM and stuff feeling weird, feeling stiff for me personally when I played those video games. I think as fighters are very, very good competitive games. I think they require like they have the sort of the things I'm looking for when it comes to hype moments in fighting video games. They have those like sort of set combos, the buffering system being completely different. Like you're actually able to like lead into like like a regular fighting game. Like you know how when you hit you get someone up in the air, do the juggle and all that stuff. Melee and PM has that sort of feeling, and 4 and Ultimate sort of has those like free flow combos where everything sort of feels like a bit more just 50-50-esque, just like
Well, that's the thing. If you compare Smash to a real fighter, right? A lot of real fighters, regardless if it's
I hate that word.
I don't mean traditional. Sorry,
That's better.
in my opinion, the reason I say real is because I don't think Smash abides by all the rules of a traditional fighter.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So if you compare Smash to a traditional fighter, traditional fighters is just a bunch of 50-50s, right? You put them in the corner, and then if your character's good enough, you have a 50-50 situation, reset into the juggle combo, and they're probably dead, or you need to hit them 2 more times and they die, right? What makes Smash so unique, and the reason why it has so many hype moments is because it's all hard reads. Those are the cool moments is like when the opponent, right? Like when Ally got the hard read on Zero's side B and then he dunked him, right? Because Zero's at 30% and he died from that. You know what I mean? It's just like that type of stuff is really cool to watch.
What are you calling him?
Ally versus Zero.
Oh, I thought you. See,
Hard
I thought
reads.
you were talking about the Ally versus who did he shoot on? Or Myron.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Smash 4.
Okay, all right.
No,
all
I was
right.
not.
I was like, what? Because in my head I was
Smash
like,
Splash a long time
because that
ago.
F
Splash
smash
2.
and the
Yeah.
30% that just happened. I was like, Zero.
Oh, Myron did
What?
just die.
It
at
just
30%.
did that. I was like,
Yeah,
what
that
are you
wasn't
talking
a
about?
50-50 or anything like
No,
that.
No, yeah, no. I
I
was
was-
like, I was very confused for a second.
That was a good hard read.
We're
Yeah.
talking about a hard read allied moment that was like, wow, that was really hype. Had to have been Zero Saga. When he just straight up just walked up and just did that smash.
Oh yeah, he literally did the thing. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it was like, it made no sense. Like, all right,
yeah.
you're gonna die.
And he actually got the win. I reset the bracket and then won, right? Or was he on winner's side?
That was loser's side. Zero got third.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, that was winner's side. That was winner's side.
Yeah.
It was winner's side because loser's side, Zero got all the way to third. He
Yeah.
lost MK later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I mean, like, that's why I love Smash. Is like it's just so when the hard reads happen, when the opponent's like got the download, and that's when all the crazy stuff happens, right? It's a lot more unique in that aspect compared to a traditional fighter because traditional fighters is like, okay, I'm just gonna try to mix you. And that's all it is. Like you have the read on your opponent, but nothing cool happens because like you still have to land that combo, right? And
Yeah.
Smash, you can do that one hit, that fireball that gimps Diddy's barrels, right? Because you knew exactly where he was gonna be at the right time, and he just dies at 0.
What about the infamous mango on Nirvana? The puff on on Peach. Literally, just Mango says, "I'm gonna jump and just do a rest."
Yeah, I mean, like,
Mango. That's what I mean. Like, when she
Smash
said,
has that, and
no,
other games don't.
What she says, like that type of stuff, we've seen it already.
Yeah,
And
what can you do
it's,
now?
Like that's what he's saying. It's everything is already.
And that's
But the meta's still new.
the meta's still new.
That's why I have hopes.
But
So.
See-
what she's saying is like nothing can be like that crazy, that silly.
For now.
It's never gonna be that hype because we've seen all these.
Yeah, a lot of these things
honestly-
have already happened before. And,
that's
like
why-
with new characters, it's there's a potential for
Yeah.
this to continue to go, but what I think she's saying is like, she's saying is like not like even there's so many people like there when Joker came out, how many people were like, oh, this is just this person, and this person combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like-
then you watch him play, and then he's actually
But
really cool.
Still, like if someone
it's just
not
like someone who's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's an unfair comparison. I will say this because the Melee thing that I was talking about before goes into like, it just surprises me that this game has been alive for as long as it have. Like at this point in 2019, how much more is there to accomplish in that game
On the competitive side.
on the competitive side?
Yeah, but people love the game too much.
And you know what?
So
I
we say
guess,
we're not gonna talk about Smash. Yeah.
but I can't
mean-
Oh,
think.
we were talking
Wait.
about fighters in
Just in
general.
general.
I can't think
game,
of
yeah.
a single game, no matter if it's one that I've loved
Super Mario
all of
64.
all of my life, that you play as often as people play Melee. If they started in like 2007.
Fighter 3, what am I looking
Street Fighter 2 or not Street Fighter, Marvel vs.
Street Fighter
Capcom
3 still
2.
going on.
For a good
Yeah,
like
Street Fighter 2
for a good
and
like
3.
10
Yeah.
years competitive.
Marvel vs.
Yeah,
Capcom.
consistently.
Street Fighter 2 and 3.
Yeah, they still compete Street Fighter 3.
Yep.
They
And
still
And
have
that it's
competitions.
the same thing for me though. Like in my
Oh,
head,
you just can't
I
understand.
can't understand why people played those
Still
games.
play them?
Yeah,
It's
Good
just-
games.
So
sure,
there-
but I just
there are a lot of people that just they enjoy mechanics of the game.
Yep.
You understand me? Like it.
oh, I
So,
understand.
for instance, like the people who continue to play Melee at high levels and just play the game, they found the game enjoyable when they were young, and the game hasn't changed. There's no way for it to change. You understand me? Other than like someone actually going in there and changing the code. So they're
Or something interesting is created for it, like
exactly,
Project
like
Slippy.
Project Slippy,
Yeah.
but that doesn't affect the game.
It doesn't affect
doesn't
the game,
affect
but
the
it's
game
like
for the
it,
competitive player.
it reinvigorates like
Yeah,
the
but we're
audience.
I'm not talking about
people.
the audience. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the players. The players who keep playing the game, they
Yeah.
play the game because there's no changing it. You
Yeah.
understand me? They can just get better at it,
Mhm.
and that's all that can happen.
So
You
I
see
feel
what I'm
like it is the battle royale syndrome in that
Yeah.
aspect. So it's just like you're
Negroes in a boxing league.
What
Oh shit! I didn't.
Why would you do that? It's not
Sorry.
even.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
sorry.
more- I'm
I
more
explained
talking
it
about us.
before we talked about it, and then I just realized I did not explain it.
Well, time to
That's
bleep
fine.
that out. Yeah.
no,
No.
it's
I mean,
fine.
he's.
That's
I
what a
can't.
battle.
So it's the battle royale syndrome where it's like you are playing on the same map against the same 99 people every single time, but it's the small things that change every single match, right?
Uh-huh.
Where this is the aspect of why people love fighters so much, regardless if it's an old game or not, right? It's who cares? Like, yeah, you might have seen the big moments 1,000 times. You might have saw that super move land 1,000 times before, but how did he get to that super
I
move?
guess I'm just not
It's also
one of those people that appreciates things to that extent.
I mean,
I love
like,
the small things.
You
in
know,
fighting.
like
Yeah,
old
so
people,
like
like
it's
old things,
another
yeah.
perfect game to like kind of bounce it off of, or like a genre, I should say. It's kind of like how we last week after the podcast was over, we played Jackbox
yeah.
party games.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But why do you keep going and playing them over and over again? It's the same thing every time, right? No, it's little nuances. People's answers are different, you know.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they ask you a specific question and you come up with something, and then the next time
But you
they
have
ask
to-
you the same
Yeah,
question,
you
You
might
have to
come up
take
with something
into
else.
it. So
Exactly.
it's
but
it's
just
a combination of all these things, right? Where it's not
Yeah.
like it's like the fact that for the most part people have been doing the same thing for 10 years. They play it as consistently as they do for the
But
last
that's
10
my
years.
point. Like, if we threw on Mario Party 2, would you still not have a good time?
But that's the thing. I have not been playing Mario Party 2 pretty much at least 3 times a week every day for the last 10 years. It would be fun because it's the same thing. Like I used to play Mario Party 4 a lot when I was a
Yeah.
kid. But if I turned it on today, I would have a lot of fun with it because it's still sort of like fresh and new to me and having fun with friends and that's fine.
But to those that's what I'm saying. To those people that you're wondering, you're asking the question to.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling you.
it's just
they're telling
very
you
small
that-
nuances.
they're-
it's just
they're
very
telling you
odd
that
for me
every
that
time
people
they
still
picked
have
up-
interest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that the interest comes in the fact that they've picked up the controller, and every time they've picked up that controller, they've done something better than the last time.
Okay.
And it's not just sometimes some people like are stuck or they peak, right?
Yeah.
Or they're stuck in that peak. I heard the story. I think it was either Manly Guy or Mick told me about a guy who played Melee for like 10 years, sucked, and finally got good within the last like 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Um,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
that
but
love for the
overall-
game, he might have not wanted to improve, right? But maybe he enjoyed it so much. The small nuances, because to play a game like Melee, you're playing with someone else always, right?
Yeah.
There's unless you're playing online, but even online, because you can have the Dolphin emulator and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're playing with someone else, and you can have a conversation with that person. And you don't know their playstyle, so you have to adapt to everyone's playstyle. You get to read them, and it's all the small things that people are enjoying more than watching Armada versus Mango for the 7,000th time, right?
Mhm.
Because in the end, we've seen this outcome before, whether it's Mango wins or Armada wins. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's about the small nuances, the small gameplay mechanics. Like what makes Mango versus Armada hype the 7,000th time is Mango finally adapted to that one thing Armada's been doing the past 6,999 times.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get. Okay, well, here you go.
I feel like I can't really speak for Ultimate as much as I can speak for Melee about this, but the game has been going on for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like, you can't change anything about Melee.
Nope.
It's Melee. It's set. That's it.
It's consistent.
And now people found that there's only one way to win. And a lot of these people are top players. Their job is to win and make money.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to play to win no matter what the play style is like. And it's become very lazy and boring because they're playing to win. They're not playing to have fun anymore, you know?
I mean,
we had this discussion.
Yes,
before.
we had
this
this-
is the I brought up the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Couple
so
weeks
this
ago.
is actually.
It's like two.
So you say
roughly
like
two or
you said that it's not going to change, right? The game is basically it's stuck. We've seen everything,
Too
but the game,
consistent.
but it's a different meta.
Right.
So it's a-
meta, but because it's changed into this, like, the Melee players have been playing for so long, they're not playing because they're having fun anymore. They're playing because it's their job now.
Yeah, a lot of.
There's nothing fun they're doing because they just want to play to win, so they found, like,
It's
a
a
boring style to play in because that's what's going to make them win. So
Yeah.
it's not as entertaining. But if you go and watch, like, maybe top 64 matches at a tournament,
yeah,
those are fun
yeah.
because it's not the top players.
It's the aggressive
playing.
play style that people like to
Yeah,
watch.
they're-
You know,
they're
I agree.
aggressive.
So
Aggressive playstyle in fighting games will always be the most entertaining to watch because that's where you get the most crazy stuff happening, right? But I actually talked to one of my friends about this yesterday. I was teaching him how to play Mortal Kombat, and he's like, "Why do you play so lame?" And I was like, "Dude, fighting games are lame.
shields are OP.
Yeah.
People need to understand that.
Fighting games in general.
Wait,
once
you have to
take,
block?
Yeah, when you take a fighting game to its core, defense always wins.
That's why
Always wins.
That's why they
I
always
mean,
try to
that's
balance it
that's.
out.
I mean,
That's why they try to
that's-
balance it out.
It's terrible.
That's real life, though.
Yeah, it's
If you go into a fight,
that's why. What's his name? What's that famous boxer that faced Conor McGregor? What's his name?
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
He's the
That's why
best
Mayweather's
defensive
the
boxer.
best-
Yeah.
That's why Mayweather wins because he knows how to.
It's so
How to
lame,
defend,
but he,
yeah.
Like, he doesn't.
It's lame, but
It
he's
is.
winning.
No one wants.
right?
No one wants to watch Mayweather fight because
That's-
all he does is run away,
But
tap tap, run
talk-
away.
You say
talk
no
to
one wants to
people-
watch him fight, but people watch him
That's
fight.
the
You
thing.
talk- you
People
talk
watch
to
him fight
people,
because they see the aggressive. The reason why people want to watch Mayweather.
They wanna
fight
see him
other
lose.
people. It's not that they want to see him lose. They want to see who's the most aggressive person, and if that aggressive person can actually beat him.
No,
because
we
every time he gets into the ring with someone who's aggressive, he wins.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
Well,
he's gonna do.
Exactly, and he played aggressively.
what that
There's-
getting,
He made the hits. He hit him hard and almost knocked him down.
yeah,
But
that
but
wasn't
at the
enough.
end of the day, it's not enough because he's running
Good.
circles around you.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the same thing with all fighting games. Defense always
it's
wins.
just if you outlast your opponent, you can tend to win.
And it's surprising to me, as someone who's been playing fighting games, like I didn't take fighting games competitively, but just like knowing fighting games and being decent at fighting games my entire life is just, I realized that the defense wins since I was like, since Tekken 3? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that game you had to know.
Well, I
especially
know.
the sidesteps, alright.
Yeah, so it's just like, it took, if it took Melee this long to realize that defensive wins, it's just like, it's surprises me more than anything.
I said it before.
It's not a
All
traditional fighter.
games.
It's
start
not, but
All games start off super neutral based.
Yep.
So you can probably say Melee from 03 to like 06. Pretty much neutral based.
yeah.
Pretty much just neutral based. You can say that. Some people can say, oh, there was combos. Like, yeah. Like, all right.
But they just the Ken combo, pretty much.
No. There was the beginnings of the pillar combos.
Yeah.
Then that was when people really didn't know how to DI because they were stupid.
Yeah.
And then there was also beginnings of Sunwave shining, like around 2006. That's when Zelda did his infamous shine blind combo video. But whatever.
Yeah.
And then around 2007, around that time when Mango came in, not exactly Mango, but around that time, that's when people started trying to do more crazy things. Even though Mango played Puff.
Yeah. He was
Mango
going for
played
those
Puff,
rest
a
combos.
very different type of Puff.
Yeah.
From anybody used to it. Like, they never saw it from King, who's the older Puff before that. They haven't seen it since, really. There's no Puffs like Mango.
Yeah.
And you could say Mango brought the new wave of aggressiveness and winning with aggressiveness. It's
Yeah.
not just, I brought aggressive. He brought winning with being aggressive.
Yes.
And then when you watch Melee from, like, 07, you could say to 012, but I would say to 2014. That's when you can say aggressive. But even in 2014, you start seeing inklings, little splatterings of camping may win, a la the Mewtwo King versus Armada set at Skate 3 when Mewtwo King finally beat Armada. It was literally him just saying, I will just keep shooting and running around.
Yep.
Let's see if this works. It finally worked.
Yeah.
And that's when people started saying,
Okay.
maybe that could work for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then he started seeing just slow degradation, and then it just hit really quickly around when HBox just started saying, oh, wait,
I'll just run.
I can just move around. Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with me?
Yeah.
And then he finally found the code, and he won in 2016.
He just lost to Zane, too, recently.
Yeah, well, Zane has that random one tournament that he always does, so I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
really say anything about Zane. If Zane can do it consistently, then that would be the quickest,
Neutral back to combo thing.
Yeah, that's the quickest I've ever seen. Because neutral 2 is supposed to be the death of the game. So neutral 1, aggressive, neutral 2,
I wouldn't
death.
say death of the game. It's just the new style of the game.
No, I say death because that's when most people quit.
Yeah, so most people just stop playing the game.
Like, people hate defense, dude. I love defense.
Because people don't want to see defense.
Yeah,
I
no,
actually enjoy defense.
Well, okay, so
Like,
imagine
so,
this.
I-
If basketball had, like, everybody scored only 40 points a game.
I don't like basketball in general.
Okay, what sport do you like?
Soccer.
Soccer, okay. The entire time,
There's just a bunch of
no,
defense.
There's no offense at all. Like, everybody just lost their legs for whatever reason in the middle of the game. It's
Well,
like
that's
shooting-
that's the reason.
This
why
is
I-
the
why I
analogy
like
we're going with?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
No,
then it
but
just
that's
came
why
out the penalty kicks, and you're like,
that's
oh,
why I
fuck.
enjoy soccer, because good defense is fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for
Yeah,
people who know it.
but
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
exactly. I mean, like if you like, it's technically the most popular sport around the world.
Yeah.
But most of the people that don't watch soccer, and they you sit them down and ask them to watch soccer game.
They
they're
get
like,
bored.
What is this?
They're just kicking the ball.
Soccer
around.
is just worse.
Passing it to each
Soccer
other.
is just worse hockey.
What?
See,
It's not. But
Yes, it is.
no,
It really
it's
is not.
Like,
No,
if
no,
you-
don't get me wrong. Like I
if
don't
you
mean.
actually, if you actually know the fundamentals of soccer and like the
Super
the
fun.
way that you actually play the game,
Okay.
you'll enjoy it way more.
First of all-
the same way that if someone who doesn't like gratuitous violence or any violence whatsoever watches hockey, they wouldn't fucking like it. Why? Because like they're just beating each other up.
No.
It's
No,
like
no.
Oh, there you go.
No, no, no.
But you see-
Nuance
You
is
see what I'm
nuance.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a nuance.
For-
It's something that people enjoy watching because it's intriguing to see who slips up. You understand me? That's the good thing about soccer.
Cool.
Because
See,
if somebody
soccer's
slips up, the other team just takes it.
See that? Okay.
Oh,
here's
and when another team is dominating,
Yeah,
it's
that's just
like,
it's
that
just like
defense is so bad, you
Yeah.
get hyped for the other
yeah,
team.
because
It's
Germany
like,
versus
what the fuck?
It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine for someone to like soccer. Obviously, if you like soccer, fine, 100%.
Most of
fine
the
with
world loves soccer.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm just saying. I
You
I
American.
understand what you're saying. I don't get it at all. It's literally,
fine.
literally, okay. Soccer, all hockey is condensed soccer. That's it. There's an offense, and then there's a couple people on defense, and then there's a goalie. It's a smaller rink. It's just a lot more action forward. It's a lot faster paced.
There's a
just
lot
in
of
general.
stops in
What,
hockey.
what
though.
is
Yeah.
what
There
is
is a
power
lot of
play?
stops.
There's
There's
not a lot of stops in soccer.
What
But
is
then
power
you have the
play?
give and take of this big ass field where people are just slowly going back and forth. And
They're
it's
not
just-
though. It
It-
looks
it-
slowly
it looks
because you're
slow.
far away, but they're moving actually rather quickly.
Why? I mean,
And if
like,
you've ever like if you had a full field of soccer to play with,
what have I?
yes.
You ever
ever
been to a soccer
You ever
match?
been to an actual?
I've-
I'm not.
I
not
used to
just
play
a soccer
soccer.
match.
He-
That's what I'm saying. An actual field though, not the
See, I don't.
not the school field
I
they give you.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
I have a couple
full-size field.
times. Yes.
Yeah. When you're running there, it feels like it doesn't feel like you're moving slow at all.
No.
And
And
that's my
that's
point.
That's fair. It's just that in terms of a viewer, you have to understand. This is why Bushi, who is the competitor, who is the guy who is good at video games, likes
One
soccer,
video game.
and the person who is the commentator and likes to entertain likes the sport that just seems faster paced from the
Yeah.
very get-go.
And that's my point.
And that's fine.
If,
and
I guarantee you, if they implemented body cams in soccer, that would be much more entertaining to watch.
Soccer's so behind. I think they're in the process of implementing replay cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
They hate.
Yeah.
They want to keep it as traditional. Well, they
As
also,
traditional as possible.
I also know why they want to keep it as traditional as possible, because, like, I say it like this: sports that have a very low border of entry,
Yeah.
like terms of just like budget, like
Yeah.
soccer, you really just
Need
you don't
a
have
ball.
to have a ball. You don't even have to have a ball. In Brazil, you
Yeah.
know what they do? They tape. They just tape a whole bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
things
yeah.
and then have sticks, and that's it.
Yep.
And I'm saying that's how simple soccer can be.
Yeah.
I mean, hockey can be that too. But
Yeah.
you can just have a stick. You just add an extra stick.
it's weird that you don't like basketball.
No, I hate
Why
basketball.
don't you like basketball?
It's just apes playing with
The
oranges,
last,
right?
What really gets me is the last. Yes.
What the fuck?
So stupid.
Do you think about half the things that come out of your mouth? Or
Yeah.
you just,
He's written them down somewhere.
It's written
No.
down in my brain, bro.
And in basketball, what gets me the most is the last quarter and the last like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, because it's always
So
rigged.
Stop.
It's rigged.
It's
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's rigged, but it's
No,
always
it's-
stopped.
it's rigged.
Timeout.
In leagues,
I
in
hate
leagues,
that
yeah.
stuff.
No, it's rigged.
In leagues,
rigged.
it's rigged. In leagues, it's rigged. In like pickup games and other,
Fam. Watch the NBA playoffs against a team that's even
Jesus.
most of the time.
Jesus.
You just watch how it's like, man, wow, they were down 14 points. Last 2 minutes, wow, they're tied. Like, well, what? How did that fucking happen?
I whether it's rigged or
Viewership.
not,
That's how it happens.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Or nor do I care. It's just the last 5 minutes of basketball kill me because it's timeout, and there's
That's
like
always
5
been my
seconds left
problem.
on the clock. Timeout.
It's always been my problem with sports, watching sports. Like I would prefer to play the sport than ever watch it, because
Wait.
personally,
What about golf?
I like watching
golf
golf.
is fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah.
But I
It's
still would
boring.
prefer playing golf.
Yeah.
It's an ultimate defensive game.
I rage at golf. So.
How do you
I actually broke one
At
of the-
golf?
Yeah, I broke a club.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wait,
raged.
wait. Golf is like the most offensive sports game actually out there. No, it's defensive, but then you can also say it's the most offensive because there's no defense. The only defense is the field, but the field is not really putting up a fight. It's more like, can I attack the field correctly?
You are going
actual
you,
logic into
you are
into
going to a
golf.
different plane
it's
of
all-
consciousness.
if you actually like, again, most sports, people, like I said, people find it boring. But if you take,
It's
if you
not that
take
I
it-
find it boring. I personally can't stand it.
I
Because
love.
when I miss that
you
ball,
played? Have
I
you-
just I played.
See, I told you. It's all
I
offense.
actually physically broke the whatever the stick.
It's all offense. It's
Yeah,
all
the
based
club.
on you,
The club,
how good
no,
you are.
it's a
It's
golf
all
club.
based on how good you are.
Yeah,
You
I
suck.
I suck at
That's what it
I
is.
know.
Everyone
It's
does.
all based on offense. So that's what I mean. Pure offense sucks and pure defense sucks.
Yeah.
You need a good balance of both.
That's why DBFC is still famous.
Ah.
DBFC is just a great game.
Wait, I think this may have been the longest podcast that we've ever done.
Are we,
I think it's 2 hours now.
Two and
Is
a
it
half
2 hours
Is
now?
it?
I don't know.
I
'Cause
believe so.
I think
No. We didn't start right away.
we
So
didn't start at 6.
did-
Oh yeah,
we
we
did
were
start
talking.
like a few minutes into it.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
we
probably
had
like
bonus level.
yeah, it's probably just on time right about now.
Getting soon close to
Yeah,
it.
pretty soon. Probably
Yeah.
10 minutes at
Yeah.
most.
I was. You know what's weird is for someone who is really action oriented when it comes to the stuff he likes to watch, my favorite sport is baseball. Love baseball. I love
Same.
baseball.
I hate
I
watching
actually
base-
enjoy going
I love
going-
going and being
Are you being
in the
sarcastic?
field.
until the
Really?
7th
I didn't know
inning
that.
where I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
the
this is
7th inning
boring.
stretch?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
The 7th inning just kills me on the inside.
I
Uh,
love being
Okay.
at the field and watching
Yeah.
baseball. I fucking hate being at home and watching it.
The only
Yes.
reason why I
So
don't like
boring.
watching baseball is actually a simple reason. I used to like watching it up until I was maybe 14. A lot of my friends were hardcore Cubs fans,
Oh,
and I'm saying that's fine. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with being hardcore Cubs fans, but it was like they started trying to exclude me more from just talking. To
All right, well that's dumb.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what the fuck? And that's why I just stopped watching baseball.
Hey, Chucky, you can never come over to my house ever again because we live right next to Wrigley Field. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, that was
I-
so
I-
cool.
You gotta be a Cubs fan.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. I'd
have no
rather,
problem
I'd
with
rather
you. I'm a Sox
defecate,
fan, though.
you know, right? I'm joking. I mean, I had no.
I'm a Sox fan.
As long as
my
you don't
wife-
like the
my wife
Cardinals,
is a
I'm
Cubs
fine.
fan,
The Cardinals
and
actually.
Yeah.
we work fine.
Don't.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not even being
No,
sarcastic.
just don't. Just
I
don't.
like the history.
No, don't.
Wait, what's his name? Bob Gibson. I love him.
Don't talk about the Cardinals.
Bob Gibson's awesome.
Don't talk about him.
Well, are you serious?
Don't talk about
Bob
Cardinals.
Gibson is like,
Shut up.
look, he had rickets.
Shut up about
he
the
had
Cardinals.
pneumonia.
Shut up.
He like broke.
What a
every-
great man.
No,
Shut up.
he literally
What a
broke
great
through all physical barriers, became one of the greatest pitchers of all time. They had to change so many rules just because he was so good.
That's good. Wow, what an amazing person.
He has the highest ERA for one single year out of any pitcher for. Oh, he's so fucking good.
Hey, relax.
I
You got a
thought-
hard on for him. We get it.
I love Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson's amazing. And the Cardinals have an amazing history, and I like the Cubs too. Don't worry, but I just like history for like sports.
Zach
Cardinals
is killing
suck.
himself. on
Sport-
I hate the Cardinals.
I love sports
watching
history so much.
watching the World Series between the Texas Rangers and the St. Louis Cardinals, and when they were like they were a strike away twice from winning, and they fucked it up twice, and those stupid Busch Stadium fans got to fucking celebrate. I fucking hate the Cardinals.
Wow.
I hate the Cardinals.
I thought
I don't
my
actually.
hatred
I
for
don't.
Pokemon.
I
was
don't actually hate them that much, but I don't like the Cardinals.
All right.
Sports history is amazing,
Yeah.
so that's why I just like.
Either way.
Sports are
Same-
fun.
same with
Well,
me.
this
Oh no! From a sports here, I've been to Busch Stadium, and it is a fantastic stadium. It is beautiful.
Yo.
Don't get me into music.
Favorite
please.
art? Well, let's do a last thing. Favorite artist?
What do you mean?
Do you have a favorite artist?
Favorite artist or favorite band?
You can't
or
fucking do that.
In what genre,
Like,
man?
yeah, I'm a
no,
fucking
no.
musician.
Are you talking about okay?
I produce
favorite
music.
artist or band or either?
Either.
Okay. What's yours?
Mine, Tame Impala or
yeah,
Pink
you
Floyd.
just, yeah, you just said that.
I like. You know why I like you, Bushi?
Tame Impala's big.
Queen.
Okay. You know why I like you? You always have an answer for those questions.
I
I hate
always
it.
think about
Don't
it.
get me wrong. I get your side. I fucking hate when people are like, I can't decide. I hate
No,
it.
it's not that I can't decide.
I
it's
hate
that
it.
You can't ask me that question because if I give you an answer, two weeks later it's gonna be a completely.
That's
different
fine.
answer.
But I like the
Damn it.
fact that you always have an answer.
The only reason my list always changes over time.
Sure, me
right?
too. But I always
But-
have an answer.
But
I
mine,
always have
mine
an answer.
changes. Mine changes consistently because.
Okay, what is
I'm
it
in
today?
that. Like I said, Queen.
Oh yeah, Queen today. Okay. Oh, like Tame. I've been stuck with Tame Impala for the past
Fucking Freddie
3
Mercury.
years,
Freddie
4
Mercury
years
is
or so. So I've been enjoying them a lot.
Freddie Mercury is. I will say this for the rest of my life, but Freddie Mercury is one of, if not the best vocalists to have ever graced.
What about the guy from Boston, the head singer, the lead singer, the guy that had like that killed himself, the lead singer of Boston,
Which one?
the lead singer of
There's two.
Boston.
the one that had like this the really high big octave range.
Yeah.
The one that killed
He's
himself.
looking it up.
Yeah, the one that killed himself.
Boston.
I can't forgot his name.
I can't remember his name either.
Brad Delp.
Is it him?
I think that's
Yeah, he's a singer.
yeah the main like I liked him. Like he has I think he has the best vocals.
Who's your favorite artist?
One of the
My
best.
favorite artist is actually two, and they're modern actually. It's Kendrick Lamar and YG.
Kendrick
YG.
Lamar is great.
YG.
Kendrick's
Love. I love.
Kendrick's
I love
really good.
Kendrick. I don't like YG that much.
YG's alright.
I
Not
like
bad.
West Coast rappers, even though I don't really like. If you ask me besides those two,
Where do you lay on Eminem?
nah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fair. Never
That's
mind.
fine.
Oh.
Lil Pump. I think he is.
Lil Pump is a sage god. The Harvard dropout. My God.
He
Slap
is
the shit out of all of you.
fantastic.
He's okay.
I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of mumble rap, but
mumble rap. He's mumbling. What? I
What?
Can understand every word
is
he's
it
saying.
Lil Pump the one that did a song with Kanye? What's that song go?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a,
love it.
I such a fucking. I love
Actually,
it.
I actually know that song.
One of my favorite.
Oh, no, Kanye is also somewhere in that favorite.
One of my favorite singers of all time. Even though I love
Yeah,
Tame
which-
Impala,
Kanye's a
better.
genius,
It wasn't
but I hate
close.
his personality.
That's the problem.
my favorite male singer of all time. It has nothing to do with Tame Impala. Just like I enjoy his voice a lot. Is Bob Seger.
Why are you saying Tame Impala? It's Kevin Parker. That's the entire band. It's Kevin Parker, and then when I record or go live sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love Bob Seger. Turn the Page is one of my favorite songs of all time.
song.
Who's Bob Seger?
I'll show you the song later. It's good as hell. That's the only song I really like for him.
My favorite artist is me.
No, my favorite female.
What's your artist?
Fuel the Masses Entertainment.
Yeah, let's plug it in. Yeah, let's go.
Plug it in one more time.
Panic at the Disco, by the way. Thanks for asking.
We all knew that.
Well,
You're
Yeah.
a fucking basic white girl.
Yeah.
I can't help my my titties and my my flowing
Your
hair.
estrogen.
Yeah, and my Starbucks appreciation.
Oh, do you love Starbucks?
I hate Starbucks.
Okay,
Thank
I was
God.
about to
I
say,
hate
pumpkin
Starbucks.
spice.
No,
latte.
my favorite-
I hate coffee. I hate coffee.
My favorite
No, that's
female
not bad.
vocalist
It's
of
a
all
good
time is actually a tie between Haley Williams and
Really?
oh, it's like a three-way tie. Haley Williams, Rihanna, or
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Haley Williams.
I can't hate on
Paramore.
Rihanna, but Haley Williams is
I love Haley
overrated.
Williams. Rihanna or Shakira.
Shakira?
I love Shakira.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
Okay, yeah, fine, yeah.
No, I just love their voices too much. That's
Yeah, no,
fine.
same.
But wait,
Aretha Franklin.
Mariah
Everything she
Carey has
sang.
a better voice
Good for
than
me.
than
I
all
hate
of them
Mariah
except
Carey.
for,
You know what
Aretha
made me hate
Franklin.
Mariah Carey?
Why?
The Christmas song that she made.
one?
All
Oh,
I want
for
for
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dude,
that
that
fucking
that
hate
entire
that song.
album
Fuck
is
that song.
flames.
I like
Fuck
that.
me.
I like that song.
Let's talk
actually.
about the fact that Mariah Carey can't remember her own fucking songs.
Yeah, that is true.
Is that true?
That is yeah.
So you
Neither
know
can
that, the
Kanye.
fiasco that happened. No, Kanye refuses. But that whole fiasco that happened at New Year's, where she like was supposed to be performing, and then the
Oh,
song
she
was
fucked
off
up the
track.
lyrics.
She couldn't remember what the lyrics
Yeah.
were, and
Female-wise, like one of the best singers right now.
Haley Williams, because I
Really?
love that last album they put out.
Halsey is the best singer
No.
of all fucking time right now.
bang bang.
The like I.
I mean,
wait,
as
wait,
much as I,
what
as
about
much as I
Ariana Grande?
as much as I dislike her, Lady Gaga is one of the best vocalists.
She has a good
that-
voice.
that-
Very strong voice.
I just
Yeah,
don't
she
like her
could-
songs. That's
She
my
can
issue.
do Broadway.
Lady Gaga. Bad
she can
Romance
do
is probably the
almost-
last song I listen
I like
to.
Ariana Grande.
Lady Gaga as an actual. If
She's
you
fine.
actually listen to her, like if you actually listen to her singing, but just by itself, she's phenomenal.
She has amazing
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and
Gotta
and
see
I
Ariana
don't like
Grande
her
Super
music.
Bowl.
I don't like it at all, but I can't hate on someone who's extremely talented.
Selena Gomez has a good voice too.
No.
I like Selena Gomez.
No.
I like Selena
I mean,
Gomez.
she cute.
She
Yeah.
Cute, but
I
She
like
cute?
Selena Gomez. I really
Dude,
like Taylor Swift
Beaner.
as well. So
Ah.
I like
I listen to everything.
I like
I listen.
taste and everything is just
I just got roasted by Shay.
I
Um,
like Taylor Swift
shit.
pre-pop. When she was country, she was fine.
no.
That's what I was
Yes.
mostly referring to.
Taylor Swift is.
Taylor
oh
Swift
my
is.
God.
I enjoyed her
Romeo
voice. I'm not saying I enjoyed her songs that much. I enjoy her voice.
Yeah, her voice ain't bad.
Yeah, that's what
Voice
I mean.
is bad.
We're talking about best. She's not on my nowhere near my top.
I'd
10
say
or
probably
anything like that.
Ariana Grande. I like
Ariana
fine.
Grande is way
Fuck
better.
her.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
does have really good control of her.
She does.
But she
Uh,
does. She sounds exactly
So
the same.
my
all the
my
time.
problem with her is that she's trying to be the next Mariah Carey.
I think she's trying to be the next.
That's a
Celine
bad
Dion.
thing to achieve.
She's
honestly.
trying to
How?
be the
No, Mariah
she-
Carey is way bigger than Celine Dion.
Yeah, she's trying to be the next Mariah Carey, and that's the
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, she.
Selena
Probably.
Gomez?
Probably.
No, Celine.
No.
Oh, I
Celine
thought you
Dion.
said. I thought you. I was like, how are you even arguing
No,
that?
no.
I was so confused.
She's
Celine
trying to be the
Dion.
next Selena.
Okay.
Celine Dion. I love Celine Dion.
No.
Celine
I
Dion's
thought
great.
that's
I'm
fine.
not saying she's not.
Mariah
That's fine.
Carey was always
Cher's
bigger
No,
than-
I said you're probably.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like
Cher.
Cher's bigger than
Hear
her.
me out.
I don't know who
Ariana
Cher
Grande,
is.
Oh my God.
I think she's a very good singer, obviously.
Mhm.
She's talented. But when she sings, I feel like it's more, look how high I can go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who?
If you
Ariana Grande.
If
Oh.
you, especially if you listen
She
to the last
doesn't
I don't
album.
listen to
have
any of her
a
songs.
flair to her music. It's just, I'm good. I know I'm good, and look what good thing I can do. But she doesn't like.
So strong, so sad. But it's still better than the other.
She's very talented. I just wish she
don't
did
think I've-
something more. Because what she's doing now is not suiting her voice. Because she obviously has huge potential, and she's holding herself back a lot.
But people like it.
Listen to Poppy. I like
Poppy?
Yeah. Listen to
You talking
Poppy.
about like the silver-haired girl?
Yeah, the
Crazy.
weird one on YouTube.
Yeah.
She's actually a good singer.
Nah, man,
No,
Billie
fuck her.
Eilish is the best out of all of them.
I actually I enjoy
No,
Billie Eilish.
not gonna lie. I actually like.
Billie
hate,
Eilish is a great singer,
I
but not
hate.
the best.
I hate. Like I hate industry plants like that,
Yeah,
and I hate a lot of pop music. But because I'm in the gym all the fucking time,
you hear
I
it.
hear all these things, and so you start getting used to it, and they're like, wait, Billie Eilish sounds
Billie Eilish
a lot
is-
different from all these other shit.
What I like about
she's-
Billie Eilish, she uses like
She has a pop. She has a pop.
yeah, that's what it is.
She
right.
has a pop voice, but she doesn't do pop music.
yes.
Oh wait,
Which is what makes her interesting.
Edgy.
Weird.
Edgy.
Yeah. Edgy and
I
weird.
gotta admit, there's
It's
one
just being
thing-
edgy and weird.
One artist that I actually have a soft spot for, and someone should actually know, it's Justin Bieber.
Oh, I actually really
fucking
enjoy
love
Justin
Justin.
Bieber. He's so good.
I love
just, like-
Sorry album. I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh,
yes.
so good.
I can't
So good.
again. I cannot take anything away from the guy's talent, but I don't like
Like
any of his music.
I love
don't
his
like any of his
music,
music.
dude. Actually, I want to learn.
I like the one song.
Which one?
Love Yourself.
Love Yourself?
Yeah, I
one
actually
song.
want to learn that song.
I love.
I know it on the
Sorry.
ukulele.
Is it too late? to
And on that note,
Yeah, and on that note, this is going to be. We
No,
have
I agree. I love that song.
we have
So-
reached the flagpole of level 4 of ground level. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, please, if you have anything,
do
any.
the Mortal Kombat theme for me one more time.
Mortal Kombat.
It starts out.
Oh, you messed it up. You're doing it wrong. You're
Dan,
doing it
dan,
wrong.
dan, dan. Okay.
You're doing it
If
wrong.
you have anything you would like to hear us talk about in future episodes, let us know. We are open to a lot of different opinions you guys may have. If you want Che to be sponsored by UGS, let us know in the comment section below, man.
Fuck that.
What's our Twitters, man?
So
right.
my Twitter, you could follow me at ITC Amethyst.
I'm manlyguy_.
I am. What's my tag? Oh, SSBU_Bushi.
Yikes.
Rough.
Forgot it.
It's Tug.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you guys so much. Stay grounded.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to
Yeah, I get it. I did it this time.
wait.
Bye bye, y'all. Bye. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Special guest.
Special guest.
Yo, my Twitter is Che Cinema. Follow me. I'm the best.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
So hopefully this episode doesn't get Thanos.
No, that's not this
It
time.
Right,
No.
Yeah.
It was perfect this
It-
time.
it-
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
perfect.
It's almost like, when you don't touch the AC,
Mm.
It works fine.
Anyway,
Yeah, thank
As
you guys.
always.
Yeah,
Stay
thank you.
grounded.
Well,
Stay
actually, the
grounded.
only reason to get Thanos is because Swanner defeated Thanos. Right
Oh,
outside.
Yeah.
He just stopped him.
Swanner said,
Yeah,
he saved him.
Our Lord and Savior Swanner has saved us all.
Bye, y'all. Love you.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See you next week.